Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth, the truth. Telling you, yeah, the truth, the truth. You have to go back to the roots, the roots. Go to the roots, to the roots. Yeah, man, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, no matter how them try run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
Subscribe now.
I remember the days, all those years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on a midnight walk through the old streets, trying to turn back the clock to the days of old, back to the days when all the things we knew were made of gold. As the world moves on, time sings a song, in the old neighborhood. As the clock strikes one, the memory lives just as it stood, like a quiet dream. The shadows of that time are cast beneath the streetlight beam as the world moves on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Afridamus Report. I'm your host, Afridamus. I want to welcome all of you to another edition of the Afridamus Report. Please make sure you like this stream if you haven't already done so. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going straight to Jamaica. Let us pray for Jamaica, because you see that Hurricane Melissa, somehow this white woman came and destroyed Jamaica. I don't know what Jamaica did to her. It's not enough that they came all the way from England a while ago and brought the Africans over there, but that's now here or there. Let us pray for Jamaica. In case you guys didn't know what's been happening, so the hurricane happened, now it's moved on to Cuba. So let us pray for Cuba. This hurricane, yes, Audrey, I want to welcome you. Yeah, after Hurricane Melissa came, the white woman swing by. Now the Jamaicans have to deal with Hurricane Shinequa. That's right. That's what happened. So as you guys know, the usual suspects, I'm not here to pick on anyone, but I have all the footages, all the footages to show over here, because you guys know hurricane season is around this time of the year. And I'm pretty sure they have, people that were heading to Jamaica knew about the hurricane season. So if you look at hurricanes, Jamaica doesn't have control over it. This is nature. People, you are going against nature. So people with common sense will know this. And especially if you are over here in America, the greatest country on this side of heaven, the phone is in your hand. You have all the information. You can Google and see that Jamaica is an island, right? You would have thought, if you're going to decide to go on this trip, you would make sure you know what time of the year it is, the season. Like, you got to get all that together. But I know once they announced that this time of the year, the tickets were gonna get cheaper. Have you guys remembered like the Carnival cruise? So the Carnival cruise, they had to, ban certain type of music so they can cut out, certain groups of people and behavior, because once they made it cheap, they are like, oh, buy one, buy buy one ticket and get two for free. You are setting yourself up for a problem. But that wasn't the case over here. It's like they made the tickets cheap because the hurricane was coming. And somehow, when you make it cheap, you know what kind of, clientele you're going to be getting. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting. We'll get straight into the story, because some American tourists went to Jamaica, and this happened over there. Once the hurricane came, imagine in the middle of a hurricane, things are going to change, right? You are not going to get that first class treatment. You're not going to get the towels. I mean, because people are out there, the Jamaican people are trying to, get things together. There's a lot of destruction happening. Some people lost their family, lost properties. So, you know, a person, any human that sees that, it doesn't have to happen to you for you to be able to empathize, to put yourself in their shoes. You don't have to go all the way to Jamaica to be able to do that. That's just common sense, right? But common sense is not so common, and you guys are about to see that. Well, let me show you what happened in Jamaica, and we would walk our way to, and I'll show you the behavior of some of the American tourists, So let me bring you the news from Jamaica. Here we go. So are you guys seeing that? That's 100 miles per hour wind blowing. That would make you fly, right? It's taking the roof of the buildings, taking buildings down. As you can see, the destruction is just devastating. In fact, there's this couple here who are very affected by this. Let me show you.
We need help in Jamaica. Please pray for us. Anything you can give, we're thankful. Please.
Okay, so you guys seen that, right? It's very devastating. So you would think, if you look at it, those of us that are seeing that couple, just simply seeing that video, I mean, that's I empathize with them. Okay, for them to come out and ask for help, you would know it's because, it's very devastating, right? So especially a people that would say, oh, we all look alike and stuff. But the Americans that were there, because, they went there, all these Shaniquas, they want to go, ever since they saw Stella got her groove back, and now they are like, yeah, I'm going to go there. I'm going to get my groove back with the yard man in Jamaica. But instead of getting the men, the hurricane came. So the airlines, they increased the price. I mean, because, it's by, supply and demand. So a lot of the people that go there, this is why when you're traveling, sometimes when they say buy that airline insurance, when they say buy that airline insurance, it's because of times like this. You should buy it. So some of the Americans, because you see, if I say it, people are gonna be like, "Oh, Afridamus, you're just picking on, certain group whatsoever." But I let the tapes speak for themselves. So there are some Americans, who happen to go to Jamaica, and this happened over there. Let me show you what the airlines did in Jamaica. Once this happened, they increased all the ticket prices. So the ones that can't afford to pay that price, we are about to see them, how they behaved in the hotels. And even in the airport, some of them they had to put them in handcuffs. And I can tell you, the ones in handcuffs don't have blonde hair or blue eyes.
Stranded in Jamaica, and airlines are charging $5,000 for a single ticket home. Flights are canceled, airports are chaos, and with Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5 monster tearing toward the...
You guys seen, they had to put some of these people in handcuffs because it's like they don't know how to behave. Once they heard, the ticket is $5,000, they're like, "Nah, man, F that, man. I ain't about to pay that." And because in Jamaica, you can't cry no racism. You can't cry that. You went to Jamaica knowing that the hurricane is coming. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, if you want to go home, there's a possibility, they will increase the price. And that's what happened. Some of these people, you will see here, they are throwing temper tantrums, laying on the ground, kicking their feet. Oh my goodness. I mean, the way things are going, because you guys remember, I think, was it last year? I did one other video over here where this Jamaican woman said, "Look, there are certain tourists, she doesn't want them to come to her resort." If a tourist area is willing to forfeit money from you, like, "Hey, no, you know what? No, thank you. Keep your money. I don't want you here." You gotta be super bad. So the way things are going, after you see some of these videos, you're going to be like, the way this is going, the Jamaicans, pretty soon they'll be like, "You know what? F it. Keep some of these people. We don't want them to come back." And I'm seeing videos like that. So let's see what the flights are showing.
The island, desperation has become a business. Winds over 165 miles per hour, 40 inches of rain, and warnings of flash floods, landslides, and deadly storm surges. While terrified families huddle in hotel lobbies, airlines quietly push ticket prices through the roof.
So you see the whites. Have you seen the whites there? The whites are all calm, cool, and collective, right? The whites, you see them. This is not me telling you. You can see this for yourself. So let's continue.
$1,000 for one seat on a plane just to escape alive. It's not just bad weather, it's greed at its most shameless. Because when fear takes over, corporations smell profit. And in this storm, they're the only ones guaranteed to win. Parents are maxing out credit cards, borrowing money, begging for seats. Meanwhile, private jets are flying the wealthy home while everyone else is told no refund, no flight, no help. This isn't a hurricane story. It's a story about what happens when human life is priced like a luxury product. Experts say Hurricane Melissa will be one of the most destructive storms in Caribbean history. But the real disaster started long before the winds arrived.
So you've seen and heard that. So the airlines, The airlines are charging extra. I'm talking extra, like 5,000 per seat. So that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of money. So with all this devastation that is taking place, you would think people will understand. People are fighting for their lives. They don't know what's taking place. But one group of people didn't care about all that. In fact, before that, let me show you some of the devastation inside of Jamaica, what some of the people are facing. Here we go.
This is not good on the baby them day here. We need help. We're tired of this.
I'm a 4-year-old.
We're tired of this.
4-year-old.
Look man, we all see baby them can't beard. No, we can't beard. We cannot style this. We need help. We need help. We place need to clear out. This not good. This can't go. Watch it. Can't go. Clear muddy water. Watch it. In our house? Come on, man. This not good for it.
So you can see the hurricane. It don't matter if you're Jamaican or whoever, as long as you're there, the Jamaican, there's destruction. You can see the lady, she's telling us the water went is all the way in her house. Let's watch more.
Yo, from last night nobody not sleep. Watch that. Watch that. Yo, idiot. Yeah, look, me shop everything. Like we have to get serious that thing can help you. Yeah, watch out the tree. Watch it.
Hey, this way. Hello, this way. This way.
Unbelievable.
This way, right in. This way,
Yep.
right in.
This is just terrible.
Right in. India sort of.
All right. So you guys seen that, right? So, so this is what the Jamaicans are dealing with. This is what they are dealing with at the moment. So the people that work in the hotels, the resort people, they continued working, trying to, give comfort to people who are ungrateful. Very, very ungrateful. So let this white man tell us. He saw it. He didn't say, but he knows. So here's the behavior. Let me show you how they acted over food. Sorry, I didn't want that music to play. Hold on. I don't want to. So, you see that? Are you guys seeing? You guys see this? These people are fighting over food when they open the buffet. Are you guys seeing this? This is the American behavior right there. So, they were throwing plates at the employees, because I just showed you what is happening in the town. So possibly the people that are working, they didn't, they are over there. They even in the midst of this hurricane, they stayed in the hotels. They made sure like they are still serving the people. So there was plenty of food for their guests, and these guests were acting like they're about to starve. That's how they were acting. So who were the people acting this way? Who were they? Well, here we go.
Have you guys seen the videos coming out of Jamaica? They got devastated by the Category 5 hurricane, and it's pretty bad. So my heart goes out to them. But have you seen their videos? They're not so much talking about the hurricane as much as the American tourists that are over there. And they're not the white American tourists that they're talking about. Saying something about, I think, because it's a hard to understand way to talk. It seems fun to bomba clod. I think what they're saying is that the black tourists that are there from America are the most entitled and mean people, and they don't want them there. I think, if I'm getting it,
Did you guys see that? So the man said it, right? So the type of tourists he's talking about, let's see some of their behavior in the midst of all this. Mind you, in the midst of all this, let's see the type of tourists he's talking about and how they are behaving.
Well, fuck. I'm still in the motherfucking house. I'm still in the motherfucking house. I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't.
So, yeah, that's the type of tourists. Yeah. So before I even started the show, somebody wrote in the comment section saying, "Oh no, these are not, Black American. I'm pretty sure they are." I mean, you don't have to be a genius to know that. I am pretty sure they are. And the Jamaicans have issues with this behavior. They could not believe it. They couldn't believe that a people that are supposedly even look like them would be this way. Okay, let's hear another one of these people.
By saying I don't condone disrespect to nobody, especially somebody who's stand behind and working in those type of conditions. Now, speaking of the hurricane in Jamaica and how they breaking their neck to try to paint that this is all Black Americans that's upset about it, it's fucking insane, okay? Because first of all, the main one that's going viral about the girl who was talking about showing her food, she clearly is not even from America. She's clearly a Black Brit, okay?
Do you guys hear this? Where else did you guys hear this type of excuses? So 1 minute, oh, we are stressed. Another minute, oh no, now they are telling us these people they are not Americans, they are British. So now we don't know what British accent is. We don't know British behavior. Is that what this linebacker is trying to tell us? Okay. And online, some of it, oh, he's from Bermuda. Look, guys, just take accountability. These people are insensitive, entitled. They do not care about anyone but themselves. You see what is happening to the Jamaicans. Look at the way they talk and behave. Let's keep going.
But y'all be so quick to try to paint the narrative that it's all Black people. Y'all got that same smoke for the fucking colonizers that's been in Jamaica from the beginning of time. Like y'all don't never have no smoke for.
Are you guys noticing a pattern here? You notice a pattern? So they record themselves. They record themselves showing how entitled and insensitive they are, clearly. And then they would revert it and say, oh, you don't have smoke for the colonizer. Ma'am, colonization is over. What's this have to do with colonization? Next thing you know, they're going to talk about slavery. Can we please come back to 2025 and take responsibility? How hard is it to be a little bit sensitive and, empathize, especially with people that look just like you, since you guys go by skin color? How hard is that? That's not a hard thing, right? But oh no, it is the colonizers' fault. Amazing. Oh, what happened?
For white people, white colonizers, y'all had no smoke for nobody of that sort. It's always for black Americans. Like, why the fuck is that? Okay? Like, the real
Mind you, this is a grown woman. Grown woman. So talking like this.
culprit, real talk, is the industry, the tourism industry as a whole, okay? They need to normalize canceling hurricane season. And I understand if this is your main income, that's not always feasible. But at the end of the day, that was a recipe for disaster. It's not just on the tourists. It's on everybody. And I don't blame the workers at all, because they just doing their job. They have to make an income. They doing their job. Again, they should not be subjected to disrespect. But again, the industry as a whole, they created that. If they wasn't so damn greedy trying to get every damn dollar, whether it's hurricane season or not, then nobody will be subjected to this, okay? And they absolutely, the tourists absolutely could have picked another time of the year, but guess what? Just like y'all can't afford to not go to work, they can't afford to always come when it's not off season, okay? So, share.
There you have it. That's right. Yeah. Nothing about let's pray for Jamaica. We are very sorry, and we can empathize with Jamaica. Now it's Jamaica's fault. It's the tourist industry's fault. Yeah, it's their fault because we don't know how to act. We don't know how to behave. Yeah, like as if somebody put a gun to your head to head to Jamaica. Like, if they don't cancel it, you as the person going over there, just don't go. Simple. But if you go, there were plenty of people there. There's no reason. There's no reason for this. And you notice it is not the men. Not the men here. This is not the men, it's the women through and through. This is how they act. They are offended by everything but ashamed of nothing. No shame in their game. Well, let's hear from the Jamaicans.
Leave their country and come to Jamaica on vacation, who is fighting over food and talking about food in bag and food in this. Don't eat it. Don't eat it now. Can't we go suffer? Yeah, go suffer. Don't eat no blood clot, eat it and stay. Don't pussy clot, eat it and blood clot, see. Uno aga like which part you know come from better than Jamaica? Which part you know come from no better than Jamaica, you know? Which part you know come from worse than Jamaica? You know better than Jamaica, you know? So if you all know we are fighting and fighting, this, it's an hurricane. Oh my God, a hurricane. Uno aga like say something about a hurricane. It is a hurricane. A hurricane. It can happen anywhere else. Don't eat it. Cause now we are hungry. Uno got blood clot hungry. All this man should get no food. Oh, I starving for starve down there. The tourists them.
That's right. She is correct. She's like, you guys heard what she said. Because some of them were complaining about the food they gave them. Mind you, I just showed you what the Jamaicans themselves are dealing with. They are trying to figure out, how to get themselves together. But in the meantime, here are these people. Let's hear, more. And I'm sure some are going to come and be like, no. That lady wasn't, not the one that just spoke. All the people talking all that mess, they're gonna be like, no, they are not our bonquishes. These are Jamaicans. In fact, some might even come and accuse me and accuse them and say they are from Gambia. It will happen. Some are gonna come and say, no, those ladies, they're from Gambia. Yeah. So this is why when you see, certain persuasion of tourists in your country, you better go the other way. You see how they act. Let's see.
Now, before y'all take your asses back to Jamaica, thinking that it's such a pretty island and it's so beautiful and whatnot, listen to the shit that they saying on here about y'all as Americans, about us as Americans. We complaining, we being insensitive, we're being inconsiderate. Let me tell you something. Just because you from Jamaica or you live on an island doesn't mean that you get to dictate somebody else's panic. The same way y'all worried about people.
Do you know, just listen to this. I mean, you are how disconnected this lady is from reality. I mean, just listen to this, right? Completely disconnected, because you see, everything is about them. Mind you, like the hurricane can come and sweep your whole country, destroy it, they will make it about themselves. But let's go.
People losing everything over there. You don't know how many times somebody had to lose it over here just to obtain it all back. What makes your fear any greater than somebody else's? Because we on your island? Quite frankly, I think you should shut the fuck up. Especially those of you Jamaicans that are living in America. You're not even on your own island. So the panic that you're telling other people that are visiting the island to have, you don't fucking have. You know why? Because you're in bum-ass America with the rest of the bum-ass Americans stuck over here in this bum-ass fucking country. Like, you said, y'all sound dumb. Listen, I love my motherfucking yardies. You hear me? Shout out to all my real rights, my Jamaicans and all of that. All my Caribbean people all around the world. But you bitches sitting on here telling people that they complaining and all of that when they flight going. How the fuck do you know what kind of life they living when they get back to America?
Are you guys hearing this? Yeah, how dare you? These Jamaicans have a problem with, our behavior. How dare they do? I mean, of course. I mean, next minute, the other one talked about colonizers. I'm telling you, there is no connection to reality here. No connection to reality. So here we go. So she is now insulting the Jamaicans. I mean, sure, like why would the Jamaicans have a problem with people misbehaving? Okay.
You know how many people got special needs kids that they got to get back home to? And your raggedy ass storm stuck them there?
You hear this? The Jamaicans raggedy ass storm. So you guys hearing this? So if these people are doing this and this is their attitude towards, imagine, people that look like them. I mean, do you think what white people were telling you was a lie about these people's behavior? You're seeing it yourself. You think white people are lying to you? Mind you, this woman is saying so pretty much is the Jamaicans' fault. They brought that storm upon themselves. Okay.
You know how many people take care of their elderly family members, but they can't get back to them on time because they're fucking stuck there? Let me tell you something. When them bills come in the mail, Uncle Sam don't want to hear that you were stuck in Jamaica for a week. They will cut your fucking lights off. And there's no aid for that. So before you get up here and you start making comments about Americans and coming at all Americans that came over there to visit, remember, a good portion of our money funds a lot of shit that goes on over there. Y'all tourism.
Where did you guys hear this again? Did you guys not hear this same arrogant, entitled talking points yesterday on the show here? Oh yeah, yeah. We all money goes there. Said American. Don't generalize it. We know the type of American. She should know. She should know. But now, oh, now all of a sudden they are American. All right.
Everything is a big part of the heartbeat of y'all economy. Be mindful. Watch what the fuck y'all saying now, okay? Because those of you that don't have to work at these hotels and these tourist sites in Jamaica are not the ones that have to feel the real effects of this. Y'all get to go up in the mountains, have to go up there, hunker down, and just pray about it. We do too. What the fuck made you think that there's not all-terrain weather going on over here? Did you bother to ask anybody? I just seen about 3-4 bitches on here talking about, oh, stop complaining. Blah, 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 blah. Girl, shut the fuck up.
All right. Enough of that. She need to go see her dentist. So, you've seen that. That's right. That's what you are dealing with. So we'll just check out this one other video over here. It's a podcast. This Jamaican guy, he has a good take. He's shocked by this. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Here we go. The Jamaicans are getting that work from them. Here we go.
To you all. I'm sorry that you guys have never experienced something like this, but Jamaica is facing one of the worst hurricanes in history.
Thank you.
And as a Jamaican, seeing you guys on my timeline whining about stupid stuff just irritates me so bad.
God.
Because I'm trying to see the locals. I'm trying to see what's going on in the country. And every other video is one of y'all complaining, whining about something. And if you had done your research, you would know that this time of the year in Jamaica, it's hurricane season. And that is why the tickets are so cheap. So please to be a little bit considerate. Because you see, when you leave and come back to your life, people's lives will be in shambles in Jamaica. People will lose their life. People are going to lose everything they own, everything they got. So every time I see y'all whining and complaining, it really irritates me, bro. Because it shows that you guys are being insensitive. Come on, be considerate.
Yeah, man. So I say, yeah, man. I understand what she say because them people have a level of entitlement, All them for them head, them are come bless a third world country with them dollars and cents. And I've seen a couple of those people online complaining. Them are complaining about them have to evacuate them room and go in a shelter and everybody have to meet up. Them are complaining about even food. Food where the people them get up and prepare for them. The same people them who have them family at home. Have to take care of them. So this is some of
Oh, sorry. I got to translate that for some of you, So what he's saying is these people are so ungrateful, all day, the people at the hotel are over there making sure they are taking care of the tourists and provide for them despite, Jamaica facing one of the worst hurricanes. Those people can't even leave and go be with their family. But let's hear more.
The quick thinking that they came up with, them put together a nice little gift basket with, some little quick thing we can add up, some noodles, some biscuit, muffin, apple, you know what I mean? So this is what them give the guests them, for, hold them over, in at the time being.
Hurricane Melissa, they preparing us, y'all.
Look at that.
Oh, God. Yeah, we stuck out here.
Look at that. Wow. So much people to take care of. So much mouth to feed. And you think these people would be grateful, huh? Well, guess what? They weren't.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
That's a good joke, ain't it? Fuck out my motherfucking face. Ain't shit funny right now. I could tear down a fucking building.
So, did you guys hear that? And did you see that hand Did you see that hand? So she wants to turn down a building over some apples. That lady could use 30 days of fasting, and she would look like, she would look just fine. She can go 30 days without food and she would be fine. But they are losing it over even being provided with food, while the Jamaican people themselves can't even cook at home. Are you guys seeing this? So let's hear more. Yeah, they say they are pissed off. They think this is Popeyes. Now you guys see what the white man have to deal with. Now it's reaching all of us around the world. Nobody is safe.
This is the emergency food for us for 4 days. This is really unimaginable experience. Makes me never want a Trina.
Knowing if the weather is too bad and they can't deliver it to the room. This must be breakfast.
So much ungrateful people. We are in hurricane season, and a hurricane is right behind us. Where you want the people them cook for you? Steak, mashed potatoes, and broccoli? You want some artichoke? Where you want? Brussels sprouts? A1 sauce? Oh, sorry. We're fucked up right now. This is right now no glitz and glamour right now. No music now play, nobody now dance and go on. We are fucked up. I wanna complain. So the last video I play, somebody commented and say, what them say? You are what? I say, y'all are acting entitled. And this way, the woman respond and say,
for the people in these comments on TikTok saying that we're ungrateful and we just need to be grateful for what they gave us and blah, blah, blah. We had to pay to stay here. They would not let us stay unless we had, what was it, $90 a person?
So the fuck what?
$135 a person to stay per night until Thursday. And if you did not have the money, they don't give a fuck. They're sending you, they was giving out papers for shelters and stuff. So for y'all to make us pay $135 and that's all y'all have for us, it's fucking insane to me.
Right now, you're in trouble. Right now, you're in trouble. You see, if I didn't mean like them people, yeah, I see them have a business for run and them have to uphold them name. You see, if I did me.
Are you guys seeing this? The worst type of tourists for any country to receive. Are you guys seeing this? I mean, I think the Jamaicans are going to start, thinking twice. And this were the same people telling me over here a while ago, oh yeah, Afridamus, you guys should get rid of your white tourists, and make us your tourist class. What are we, crazy? Are we crazy to do that? Hell no. We ain't getting rid of our white tourists for this. No. If there is disaster, did you see the white people making videos? No. In fact, our president, Donald Trump, the great president, he came out, he said he's preparing to send help to Jamaica. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be. But these people take their anger and vitriol and hatred everywhere. How can you even be a tourist and be this ungrateful and mean? This is just like the other lady that went to that was in Ghana complaining about snacks. She's complaining about 135 in a hurricane. That's a steal. That's a steal. Would you guys have thought, for example, after what I showed you, what the Jamaican people are going through, would you guys have thought someone would receive this food and complain? No.
You go on with your business, Me no want 100 and whatever the fuck dollar them charge you. Go on with your business. One less ungrateful mouth to feed. Them people have put them life on the line, you know. Them family, they don't know what's going on with them family right now. Power is out. Some of them phone probably dead soon. Them have them family to take care of, and they are out there taking care of you. Maybe you should have went to the shelter so you can compare the shelter to where you were or where you are currently. And you see, so which part you there? It's a way better option. Sometimes when I move to entitlement, when just want Jamaica, we now say, we don't accept the worst of Jamaica, but we don't have nothing. We can't control nothing we are going right now. The people who live there, you are left, you know, when time this done, you know. You're left, you know, in a few weeks, you know, depending on when them clean up, you know. But the people them who you are give attitude to, and the people them who you not show gratitude to, them have to dead and stay and rebuild.
He's 100% correct. So you can just imagine, right, how insensitive one has to be. I mean, the people they are serving them, you know, the food that they are saying is not food. Mind you, it's hurricane. What? They wanted what? Steak and A1 sauce? Is that what they wanted? Like, you know, what kind of individual even, you know, things like this? It's not normal. It's a hurricane. You think they have control over that? You see, if I didn't bring videos, you guys would have thought it's all made up. This is why I brought you so many. There's so much video. And the crazy thing is they're recording it themselves and putting it out. Here, let me show you one more and I'll bring the guy back. Here we go.
So why can't we leave when y'all fucking feeding us pastries for breakfast and we still had to pay full price?
Doesn't that sound like a black tea and crumpet accent? Does that sound like black tea and crumpet, or it is cornbread accent and soul food accent? See, you people like to lie so much. Some of these people, oh no, that's a British. That person saying that does not drink black English tea and crumpet. No. That's not how they speak. That person eats fried chicken. That's right. Yes, that voice, that's a fried chicken voice. But and grits. Let's go.
To stay here? Like, come on.
May I ask where you're going now?
So you see, like, now the people who are running around, they are saying, oh, that the ladies from Bermuda. See this lady right here. She is the one recording it. She's not the one saying it. You can see how she can believe it. Like, are you serious? So you can see she's like still in, like, recording it. She's not with it. So they take it as she's the one talking. No, the lady right here, this one here recording it, you know, is like taking it like, are you guys really serious acting this way? So yeah, she's the one recording it. She's not part of it. I'm glad she did, because she is recording it to prove to people how crazy and ungrateful and insensitive some people are.
We're going to get something to eat.
Everything closed across the street. Everything closed.
Man, this hotel worker, man, thank you, sir. But if I were you, okay. She's trying to complain, saying, you know, the food thing they gave her, she don't want that. She wants to leave and go buy something to eat in a hurricane where everything is closed. Sir, you should have just let her go, please. Oh my God, he's so nice. You should have let her go. Open that gate for her. Let her go out in town and see for herself. Yeah, just let her go.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all knew this storm was coming, right? So you're going to give us bag lunches, bag breakfast, some pastries? That's so disrespectful.
So this lady that they are pointing to, saying she's from some places, you see, the lady, it's like you walking by and you overhear the conversation. The lady is like in disbelief, like, wait a minute, is this really happening? So if you look at it, she's like stealing, like recording it and be like, no, this is not really happening. Like, how insane is this? So in a hurricane, you were able to at least be given some food. They were able to scramble and put some food together and gave it to you. She said, but you all know that this was going to happen. So therefore they should give her jerk chicken and oxtail. Yeah, she wants some oxtail. Well, you've seen that, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This guy's name is Imara Negos. Go and subscribe to his channel. Let's hear a little bit more.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. I'm not lie to you. And it's not that they're only complaining, people. You know, so them all a fight off the hotel worker them. Let's take a look. Watch it. Watch it. I throw a plate. Somebody have to kill the music there. Because we don't want a copyright infringement. So watch the video, people. The man take up a plate while ago and fling off at the man,
Yeah, I played that. Yeah, they're throwing plates at the hotel workers. So imagine, I bet you already the same group that does this, you know, they don't tip, right? So these hotel workers, despite not going to help with their family, they're doing their work, getting plates thrown at them. You think they're gonna get tips? Hell no.
So they might try ration the food so it can stretch. And the people them outrage and a fight. The staff workers them a try them best. Watch it. Low on disruption. If that is not entitlement, I don't know what is. Imagine you are in a situation where it is a desperate time. We need to ration the food and we need to ration the beverages. We can't eat like when we were a few nights ago, like when we were doing a few nights ago. We have to take time with the food. We don't know how long this is going to last. And you feel like you deserve more, and you feel like for disrespect staff. I don't know nobody come to me and say, oh, somebody else in my fight another line. Listen to this person who is a witness with him youth right now.
All right, so we were just in the line for the buffet down there, and they literally started fighting at the front of the line, and like it was a stamp.
Man, shout out to Jamaica. They made, think about it, in the midst of hurricane, you know, they even were able to bring pastries and, you know, apples for breakfast to this ungrateful tourists. And if they manage to, you know, put up a buffet for them to be able to eat despite all the craziness. So shout out to Jamaica for doing that.
Speed of people coming towards us. We weren't recording or anything, but we got a person that was right in front tell us what happened, so y'all gonna see that in this video. But it literally looked like a stampede of people coming. Like we had to push, you know, all my family to the glass just so people could run past us. They're crazy, bro. Over food, like they acting like they ain't gonna get food. Like the place has food. The guests are just terrible. Like they have no home training, acting like this is a damn zoo. It's crazy.
So, you guys hearing that?
The staff at Rio, I'm sorry. Y'all doing a fantastic job of what y'all can do, all right? And I apologize for these people because it's crazy.
Hey, what happened to, we got the influence around the world. You see, once you leave that ghetto of yours and step out the world, people see you as not civilized. You're seeing it now. They said no home training, acting like you in the zoo. I mean, this guy even insulted the zoo animals, because I go to the zoo all the time. You know, the zoo animals don't act like this. They wait for their food. But let's continue.
So banging on the door, they wanted to get in. The staff members opened the door. They ran in and started throwing plates at them and dishes, and so they tried shutting the door. People went running left and right. Kids were right here. A couple boys were trapped. They couldn't get out. I actually pulled that so they could get out. The staff members here are afraid of all these people because they act like they're going to starve. They're not going to let us starve. These people are overtired.
Audrey, don't you dare start with me now. Don't start with me, Audrey.
They left their families to be here with us.
Right, exactly.
And I don't know why these people are acting like they're not going to get food.
All of them acting
There's
like
so much food here that they've been distributing to us, trying to take care of us. They let us come down to the dining room after we walked in all night, and they come out and act like animals. It's sickening. It's awful. I just pray. I pray for all the staff. I pray for all the people that they get over this fear of starving or whatever it is, but we're going to be okay. They need to calm down.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I don't know.
This is funny. Miss Smith said, I see why you all been rejected. Miss Smith, we are not rejected. Do you not see what is happening in the video? Are you not hearing people's observation of how some of these your people are behaving? Even though they said they are tourists, are you not seeing this? But yet you want to point fingers at Africans. It's always, deflection. People, you see the observation here? I mean, a lot of the people acting that way, at least they can lose a few pounds. They can lose a few pounds. This could have been a great opportunity for that. But they are acting like they are starving. All right.
I knew it. That's why
What happened? What happened on there?
and they're throwing bottles or something.
Hey, get over here. Hey, get over here. Hey, get over here. Stay right here, mama. We're good. We're good. Hey, get out of everybody's way that can trample you.
I just vex say Jamaica stand. Tourism matters so much to Jamaica. Because if tourism never matters so much to Jamaica, we have to go through this type of disrespect. Them people don't respect Jamaica. All them come, them just want the glitz and glamour. Them no respect Jamaica or Jamaicans. They just want the experience.
That's like Emara. You can say that again. Zero respect. Zero.
And she said, yeah, when you go to Jamaica go party. I'm just so sad that Jamaica have to depend so much on tourism. So when I have to take the shit from some of them people. You know what the woman say? The woman say, before the staff even open the door, them a bang, bang, bang on the door. The staff pull the door, them run in a throw plate, a throw all type of thing off of them, I fight them off. There is so much food, the woman said. Food in abundance. And look at you acting like animals. What do I expect from them? I can't expect no better. I want to kill one another over a spicy Popeye's chicken sandwich. The people them away from them family. They are at just as much, them have just as much risk as you. Two are only the same place. Organization will reduce stress and tension, but instead behave like animal. Raise the stress level of everybody. Great job. Disrespect the people who are feeding you. Dumb. Dumb and disrespectful. I say a job works make them people.
And you see how how like some of these people are acting like, you know, like they're not used to, they've never seen, you know, the food packaging they did for them. That is called sack lunch. Sack lunch. Okay. They did it in Hurricane Katrina. You know, there are several, and they act like they've never seen a hurricane. Hurricanes do happen here in the United States. But like in prison, what they gave them right there, that packaging, you know, like, for example, in prison, if they, you know, sometimes will do like a lockdown, because there are certain times, like if there's like riot, back when I worked there, like if there's riot, like we'll shut the whole thing down. So, and the inmates are the ones that, you know, work in the kitchen. And so what we'll do is, you know, because for them to go work in the kitchen and cook the food, it would have to be a whole lot of inmates. But to do things in a controlled manner, you know, we'll just bring few inmates out, take them to the kitchen, put packaging together. Or if there's, you know, emergencies, called sack lunch. Each one got, you put one apple there. We put buttermilk muffin. Those of you that's been to prison, you know what that we call it buttermilk muffin. That muffin is good. If you, I mean, it's good. So we put buttermilk, you know, slice of bread, a pack of peanut butter and jelly. That's the snack. Sack lunch. It's cold lunch, but it would hold you till the next meal. So in a hurricane, they are complaining about being given a sack lunch. Like they could have just let you starve. I mean, they won't starve, but be hungry. Because, you know, you can go for 30 days without food, you know, just drink water. 30 days, you wouldn't starve. But they were acting like they're going to starve.
You know, walk off of them job and go home to them family and make on fend for yourself, you know. Eh? God, make them now walk off of the job and go fend to them family and loan a blood clot over there. One or two wicked man. Evil.
See that? No, Spearman, I saw the sharks, but they were not eating anyway. Yeah, I saw like the sharks, you know, water swept it into the street. I did see that. Yeah.
And to think, who would behave on yourself when time when you get little shelter, find somewhere safe, for you go and rest in the head and rare, you come with the same problem though. In the shelter them.
Are you guys seeing that? You guys seeing that? Okay, in America, the behavior is justified by, oh, it's racism. So over here, what is it? What is it? They want to be like white people, but, you know, like white people don't behave this way. Wherever white people go, they want to go to. Because they can say, oh, yeah, we're here because the Jamaicans are black. You can't even relate to them. You wouldn't even empathize with the Jamaicans. So how are they even your people? I keep telling you guys, it's just skin color. Even the white people are empathizing with the Jamaicans more than them. Look at this, in shouting at the people.
They fighting in the shelter, y'all.
And the thing is, there is no man in sight. You notice that? No black man in sight. But hey, we've talked about the passport bros as well. They are not different, but they are not in this one. And I saw one's video, you know, saying, and he wasn't, I mean, the man had common sense. From the men, there's a man in Jamaica, I saw his video, black guy, his video, he just said, oh, pray for us over here in Jamaica. This is what we're going through. And he's like, you know, I might need some help, you know, this is my information. That's common sense. So I gotta give it to the guy. That's how a rational human being thinks. But these women here, these women are far too gone. Far too gone. This is unbelievable. Going all the way to Jamaica, bringing this wildhood hyena behavior. Ratchet to the... I mean, this is beyond ratchet. Beyond ratchet. So those of you, I mean, you're seeing this. So don't let me even describe it to you. We'll let, you know, Negos Amara tell us everything.
This is what we dealing with. People are now becoming hostile. Security gonna drag the lady out. Take her out.
So in America, police get called. They said it's racism. In Jamaica, they gotta get removed too. Africa, everywhere. Like, at what point should one look in the mirror and be like, hey, maybe I'm the common denominator over here? I mean, you guys saw it. I did a show here, the Jamaican lady with the resort. She said she don't want, you know, these tourists in her hotel anymore, her resort. She said they are banned. Keep your money, don't come. Do you know how terrible you have to be for someone who relies on guests to come to her spot to turn you down? I mean, you have to be the worst customer ever for that to happen. You guys see it? You guys see it? And you guys are saying, you probably say, oh, she's British, huh? You guys see who's been escorted out? You guys see that? Spellcaster, thank you for the super chat. He said, here you go, Afridamus, a donation to your great shows. But the sharks are about to eat jerk chicken real soon. Thank you very much for the super chat. And yes, guys, don't forget the super chat is open. Feel free to hit it, you know, at the Afridamus report over here. You know, the best show on this side of heaven. All right, let's continue.
These two are trying to fight right here. This one and this one fighting. This is ghetto in here.
And when them go, you know, there's going to be a bunch of think pieces about how they were mistreated in Jamaica. It already started already. One girl, I make one big long.
So did you guys see this? So everybody, all slowly, all other blacks around the world are catching up to this. Are you guys seeing this? We already know they are going to misbehave, and then, like he said, they're gonna go and write pieces and talk and say they got mistreated, we got picked on. They would even say racism. Oh, you don't treat the white people. Look, these are dark-skinned rednecks. I have been telling you guys here. I've done this show where the culture came from. Is the black rednecks. I'm telling you. This is why, I mean, look at it, how they behave. There's no way these people are the same as the rest of us, black people. No, it's not the same. Because this is not normal. I mean, let's just be real. These are just black rednecks. It's a fact. These are just black rednecks.
Video about she was assaulted in Jamaica. The people them have regulation, them have things to carry out. When time, them have state of emergencies. You are on the 11th. She's complaining that she's safe on the 11th floor. Miss, projectile can fly through them window and kill you. They are congregating in a section of the hotel where there is less windows so things can fly in and kill your nastiness. The people them have procedure for carry out. You know what? Jamaican people, I'll tell them, if you never have any internet or light to watch any video like this, leave them be, man. But you see, you can't do it now because if anything comes to them, the hotel is liable.
I agree with you. The man, he said it all. I agree with you. For real. Holistic, thank you for the super chat. Nana Kwaku, thank you for the super chat. Guys, get the likes up. Get the likes up. I appreciate you guys supporting the show. Yeah, the man is 100% correct. 100% correct on his take about this. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, look at what the Jamaicans have to put up with. Just look at this. Let me thank you guys for the super chats. All right, let's continue on.
The girl says she was assaulted. Assaulted. And when she attack, the people in the comment say, you just never want to follow orders. When everybody together, if things take a turn for the worse, the people them don't have to put them life in jeopardy to go and try to rescue you. So everybody in a central area makes sense, or it don't make sense to you. They are attacking the hotel workers. They are attacking the hotel workers.
You guys seeing it? The man is correct. They attack the hotel workers and cry victim. Isn't this what they do with the white people too? So now most blacks, foreign blacks, people everywhere, now you're waking up to the truth, right? Now you're seeing it. This is why you can't support a lie, because pretty soon you would become a victim of it. And then what would you say? Look at what's happening in Jamaica. They are attacking the hotel workers. You see, there's white people there. There's other races. Why are they the only one wiling out? I mean, the lady is far bigger than the security guard. She's like twice the size of most of them. But she's there attacking them. You see how crazy this is?
What the fuck? I know the tension are high and stress levels are going to be through the roof and them something, but calm down now, man. Relax yourself. Look how the news media, I give it to Jamaica, I use some wording, and I say, Ray, and oh, it's going to be catastrophic, and a lot of people are not going to be spared, and the Jamaican people is not as scared as Uno. Uno cause too much problem, man. Just calm down, man. You can't make it through this with chaos.
Now, Zongo, the blacks haven't done anything to me. It's called the Afridamus Report. I report on the news. I don't make the news. All right? So I'm not here picking on anyone. I just report on what's on the news and give my analysis. So, yeah, I mean, when I bring the news, it doesn't mean they did something to me. Nah, they didn't do anything to me. I'm just reporting the news. Just doing my job, that's all.
Too disrespectful, man. Disgusting. But I just want to say, before I cut, big up to all of the hotel worker them. Hotel worker them, big up on yourself. The people them who actually are off order and conduct themselves as human beings and not like rabid dogs. They said you are doing a great job. Throughout all of this, you are doing a great job. Your job is not to care for people during hurricane. Your job is to make visitors, tourists, feel comfortable and welcome to your resort. You give them drinks, you know what I mean, put on a little show for them, little dancing tutorials and ray. But knowing this type of timing, you still do a good job. So big up on yourself.
That's right. Thank you, my guy. Guys, go on, subscribe to his channel. Great take. So the link is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen and heard it. Okay, you've seen the behavior, and as you guys can see, pretty soon, I mean, when you hear Jamaicans eventually ban certain type of tourists from coming, you know why. The last time when the lady did it, they're like, oh, how come? Because this is why when people say, oh, they are rednecks, black rednecks. They want to follow the white people wherever they go. They copy white people. They get mad. But anytime they misbehave and they're held accountable, who do they compare themselves to? White people. They're like, oh, you don't treat the white people this way. But what? They should just go grab a white person that is just sitting there minding their own business? No. And for some of those ladies coming out there blaming Jamaicans for the hurricane, even calling it your raggedy hurricane, what does that tell you? So this is why even Ghana, for example, when Nana Akufo, the former president of Ghana, invited the blacks over, I hope Ghana is knowing that they are watching and seeing what is happening. Because over there in Gambia, we are keeping our white tourists. I'm here to tell you, we are keeping our white tourists. And I don't care who don't like it, because we don't have to deal with this type of hood rat hyena behavior. No, because you see, if there's disaster, they're not gonna be making videos feeling entitled, because look at it, everything that's going on. Did you see the white people making videos, talking rubbish about Jamaicans, or throwing things at the hotel workers, misbehaving, blaming the Jamaicans for the hurricane? No. Okwaku said, I'm from Ghana, and that's why we voted his party out. They are already been horrible visitors. Oh, okay. Thank you. I bet that played a role there. So you guys are seeing this for yourselves. All right. Let's go to the conversation here. Hola. Welcome to the Afridamus Report. Archer and Buana, welcome to the report. Hola. Let's say you. Hola, are you seeing this? I mean, Jamaica is facing one of the worst hurricanes. And then here comes, the usual suspects. Hola, are you shocked to see, what I just played here?
Not at all. You have to understand. Some of them, they also be used also in a way as a secret agent also. So
no, but hola, by who?
You see, when you take people, look, these are not people who build up community. You can't blame people who have never built up a street. You're staff with divers. You're bringing people who are big kind of like feed the bottle fed. You know, they never built up a street. All the street have been built up by their masters, by their daddy, not even master, their daddy.
No, but Ola,
if you expect them in a situation for them to behave normal when their daddy is not there, it's not going to happen. You understand? Because one, they're like a spoiled rich kids, you know. So their daddy is the white man who's very rich. They are the spoiled one, you know. Only that they are the hooligan ones, the ones you can whip, the one you can push to a corner, you know. Then they want to say Africans every time when they can never control themselves. In a way, they're in a black country, you know, because they always want to mention the black. You know, so that's what you see here. Organization is not there.
What? He says that's
You know,
weird fact. That's a weird
you know, they don't know how to organize. You know, you can see when they went to Ghana, they start dancing on the, one of the most serious monuments that people come to. They pray. So if you give them the space, they can't really do it. Sensely is not there.
Right.
But they want to tell us they move, they behave in this, you know, they're different. You know, every time they're different. It's because they don't have it. When you don't have it, you don't have it.
Ola, are you shocked they were crying about food in the middle of the hurricane? I mean, they even gave them, you know, a sack with apple, you know, some pastry, some, you know, peanut butter, and they still complain.
Because that's what they used to in America.
Yeah, but it's a hurricane, though. There's white people there. Didn't you see the white people? They're Americans too.
Yeah, because those white people already have it. You know, the white people already know what is going on. That's why, look, white people brought the civilization that they said they brought. The one that have it never really complain. The one that build it never say nothing. But they did build it. They're the one saying, we build America, because they never really build it. So they want to put it to your face by repeating that you will not believe, oh, they really build America. The white man that built skyscrapers never say they built anything. I saw you show Somalia yesterday.
Yes, you missed that one.
You see the Somalians are builders. They build it in Somali. They build it in Kenya. Even the Somali even came to Nigeria and built a whole neighborhood called in the island side. You know, they call it the Dolphy Estate. Now they came to America. They're building on that community again by having what called their own shopping mall. But the Black Americans are 400 years in the United States. 400 years. They don't even have no shopping mall for themselves because, okay, I'm going to this Black American shopping mall. All the shopping mall in the United States all built by white men. You know, so how do you expect the Africans to see you as people that is a bit, rather you blaming the Africans that are coming, or they're coming to take my job from the white man. But you there for fun. Okay, you say you people created America with the white man. Because they don't have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You know, it's not by force. You just have to accept it. Okay, I don't have it. You know, sooner or later you'll be seeing Somali shopping mall. You think the Somalians will end in that state where they're controlling now? It's a power play, according to what you say, which is true. You know, you show that guy, the guy said, I want to be a businessman. You ask a typical FBA child, what do you want to become? Then they're a gangster?
A rapper?
A rapper?
Or
mistakenly basketball player. You understand me?
So Ola, usually when you say, stay away from, these women, in this video, I said, this is what Ola has been warning you guys about. Did you see how they are attacking the Jamaican hotel workers, throwing plates, acting like wild hood rat hyenas? Is this what Ola you've been warning people
Big
about?
time, big time, big time, big time, big time, big time, big time. If any foreigner, especially these Africans that are rushing towards them, give them the feed the bottle to start eating. Hey, take your baby milk. The day that bottle of baby milk will come down, you'll see the way they will behave. As long as that baby milk is still there and still in their mouth, that feed bottle, they'll behave well. But take that feed bottle out. That would, you see, the white man will be feeding them for a very long time with that feed bottle. You start to give them all kind of feed bottle milk, for needle milk, to all kind of milk. For custard, to the more protein one, to hamburger. For hamburger, they start giving them pancake. For pancake to waffle to chicken. You understand me? Even throw, make this into their bedroom. Okay, you can have it. You don't need to do anything. Don't worry. Take it. But just let peace reign. Then when they went to Jamaica, over there, the Jamaicans, okay, we know the white man feed you people. You can have it. Take it, please, 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 please. They said, no, we're going to throw it. It come too late. Like baby who's be crying.
But Ola, they say they are B1, right? The Jamaicans are black too, right? Look at what the Jamaicans, they are going through disaster. How come, the blacks there, they didn't even care? How come?
Yeah. Because they're not loyal to nobody. That's what you see. I said they're not loyal to nobody. They have no loyalty even to themselves. They look, this fake so-called B1, we have a lineage. Which lineage you talk about? Tell me the lineage. Which lineage that somebody just cook in the internet, our lineage? Which lineage? Which lineage did it says, our lineage. Which lineage? Who are you? Do you think it's easy to people that ever have lineage don't even say lineage? Is it FBA they registered as a trademark that they can print as t-shirt and wear it and flag it? Way back inside early 90s Afrodamus, Malcolm X cap and all those bowler hats was the t-shirt. That's what they are. You understand me? Malcolm S t-shirt, the bowler hat cap, the t-shirt, the black t-shirt to symbol the black power. They were selling it as a t-shirt. They were selling it. NBA is a product and it's a commodity that you sell and wear and throw it off later. That's just where FBA. That's what FBA is. They're nothing. Commodity, be weird, worn out, throw it off in the garbage. That's what they are. They don't last anything. Their master, the founder of FBA, who is Pippi the writer, came out on Michael Moore show and said, "I'm the Pippi master, the Pippi the big." And he said the best of the Pippi in the game. I wrote the book of pimping. He pretend to drive like all kind of like car, the exotic kind of fake color cars, wear all kind of oversized suits and wear some kind of bullet. But now the Pippi master now say, you know what? I've been pimping these bitches for a long time. Sorry, man, if I use that word. Let me pimp the Negroes, man. The Negroes and start asking that he didn't build it, whatever museum or something like that. What they brought their newspapers. I said, this is who you are. Garbage. It insulted them, it disgraced them. I called them garbage by putting newspaper there, by putting all kind of magazines there about the Commodores, the Ashley brothers.
I saw that.
It brought some shit as garbage to them. This dude will sit in the corner, be fed by the people that is condemning every time on the internet, the Africans and the white man, but this be fed by the woman making him some kind of little salad. Exactly. He refused to eat his Black American salad.
Thank you. Thank you all. Let me read super chat. Thank you. Kasim, thank you for the super chat. Kasim said, I wonder if Afridamo's FBA baby mama acts like this. Kasim, I don't have a FBA baby mama, but thank you for the super chat. You're talking about my ex-wife. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Anyways, let's bring Buana. Buana, welcome to the Afridamus report.
Thank you, Afrodamus.
Oh, get close to your mic. You're kind of muffled.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, a little bit closer.
I'm right up to the phone.
You know what? Okay, go ahead. Can you guys hear him? Put a 1 in the chat.
Can they hear me?
Can you guys hear him?
What if I take the earphones out? What if I take?
Yeah, you can try that.
That better?
Oh, that's perfect. All right, Buana. I mean, after everything, you see the hurricane and how, some of the guests are behaving. What's your take?
Okay, I have several points. Okay, after watching the video, I have several points. By the way, thank you for inviting me on your show.
You're welcome.
So yes, sir. So the first thing is, I am surprised at the Jamaican brother crying for help, because usually I think that Jamaicans kind of like self-sufficient, so it's very surprising to see him crying in the video. Usually in a hurricane situation, Afrodamus, the government will give us a warning, right? So if
they did. I actually saw, because I've been following it when it was moving. The Jamaican government actually gave warning. They sent police to neighborhoods.
Yes, sir.
I watched.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But what people don't know is, even though the government will issue a warning, many people still refuse to leave. So sometimes the house will collapse and calamity will happen, and everybody worried now after you've been warned, hey, you need to leave your house. This is a dangerous situation.
Right.
But the Jamaicans will be all right. The Jamaicans have a community in Canada. They have a large community in England and the US, and even the Jamaicans themselves. They pretty much will be okay. Me personally, I have lived through 3 different category 4 hurricanes. Okay. And after that usually happens, what happens is we can't depend on the government, because the government will take forever. So the community usually will come together. We'll cut trees down. We'll make sure the older people are okay. If they need anything, we'll make sure they are right. That's what we usually do in the Caribbean. We can't rely on the government, brother. Just like in Africa, you got to make sure do it for yourself. Right. But as far as the tourism is concerned, I want to speak on that. The Jamaican government and the government where I live too, they need to try to invest in having a better clientele. What I mean by that is people who usually go to a place like Monaco or the Maldives or Bora Bora, they're not hamburger and fries tourists. So they're not going to respond like how you see in this video. We call them hamburger and fries because they don't really spend any money. They'll go to the same places they go in America, like McDonald's and Burger King. They'll come in, go to the same places. So I say that the government needs to try to attract people who are going to spend money, people who go to Monaco, make it more expensive. So you will attract a different kind of people.
But what I'm saying though is like, I get it. Like, it might be cheap whatsoever, but the level of insensitivity, the craziness to, even record yourself saying all kind of crazy things like this. Aren't you like surprised by that?
See, the thing is, right? I don't know if you lived through a hurricane.
I'm not surprised, but
I don't know if you actually lived through a hurricane, but usually people are very, very afraid and uncertain. And when they're afraid and uncertain, they respond in a crazy way. I'm not giving these people excuses for what they did, but after a hurricane, people are very afraid. And I think that a lot of what you're seeing is them responding to they're afraid they're never going to be able to eat. They're afraid about all kind of things.
No, but they were in safe location. Didn't you see the one talking about she was walking out trying to say she gonna go look for food? They were in a safe location. This is why
Yes, sir.
I showed the town in what's going on inside the town versus where they are. They are very safe where they are.
Yes, sir. But
Because if you look in the neighborhoods, the people, there was water in their homes and everything.
most of these people though are Afrodamas. Most of them who come to Jamaica, they have never experienced a natural disaster.
But they are from America. If they know about it, trust those
They
people.
know about it, but they never lived through it. It's a different experience. But I'm not giving them
Wait,
excuses.
but Juana, they are not the only American. There's white people there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Plenty of
Yes,
them,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So it's just we recognize the pattern.
Yes, sir.
What? Okay, you want to tell me at Popeye's Chicken, people shoving each other and stabbing each other, someone getting stabbed, what they were afraid that there wouldn't be chicken there? Like what's going on?
No, I understand. On the face of it, it looks very bad. But as far as I want to deal with what you say about Donald Trump. The presidents after natural disasters, American presidents, Canadian presidents, they usually promise a lot of money. But if you was to remember Haiti, they promised a lot. Hillary Clinton promised $1 billion.
Well, she stole it. She wasn't the money.
Yes, sir.
They've already, they're uncovering that. You've heard Trump talk about this, but because people are so caught up in the Trump hate, they don't see it. I mean, she stole the money. You know that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that was just like when the blacks like to tell us about we are the world, right? That we are the world. They say,
Yes, sir.
oh, we gave money to you. No, they don't know that was a hustle, just like the Haiti one. These people, they collect that money because you gotta ask them, who did they give it to in Africa? It's just like that late night when they used to put the like African kids picture. Like people are here crazy saying, "Oh yeah, that money is going to Africans." No, that's a hustle. Hillary
Yes, sir.
Clinton
Yes, sir.
hustled. Haitians, they got people to donate through Red Cross and all. That went to them, their foundation. They stole that.
Yeah. So in the Caribbean, we don't hold our breath waiting for people who promise money because we know on the ground we never gonna probably get it. So we're gonna have to do it for ourselves. As far as the being inconsiderate, because I want to mention that because you talk about being inconsiderate. Some people, the lady mentioned that she paid $135. Okay. Now, many tourists, many people, hotel workers and staff, they're working and their families at home. Sometimes they didn't even hear from them. So it's like you have to be able to have a little bit of human dignity to measure. I am here taking care of your needs, and I even had a phone call from my family yet to know if they're okay. And you worrying about $135, that's extremely inconsiderate. That's an ingrate. That's a real ingrate, man. But what I would tell the brothers and sisters worldwide, hurricane season starts in the Caribbean at June 1st and it ends in November 30th. So if you buy plane tickets in advance, understand that you are buying plane tickets to the Caribbean, but we are in hurricane season. Anything is possible. Watch the news, watch the weather before you get in a situation that you can't get out of and then start blaming the people of the country. We are not responsible for a natural disaster. That's not our fault.
She said, did you hear? She said, Jamaica and their raggedy
it's ridiculous. You can't blame us for a natural disaster, so like I would tell everyone, if you're buying tickets to the Caribbean, it's from June 1st to November 30th. That's all I gotta say, Afrodamas. I thank you for having me on your panel, brother.
No problem. All right, go ahead, Archer. Welcome to the Afrodamus report again. Archer, unmute yourself.
Afrodamus.
How you doing?
Hey, Afrodamus. I'm doing all right, man. What about you, man?
I'm well.
So
what's your take?
The brother that just called, I think he's trying to add a bit of compassion in a sense on both
can
ends.
You get close to the phone?
Oh, you can't hear me very well?
It's like you're far from it.
Hold on a second. Can you hear me any better now?
Yes.
I think the brother that just talked, he's saying he's not really giving them any excuses, but he's trying to be a little bit more compassionate to both sides, in what he's saying. And that's where I would come from. Um, if you're in hospitality, even in the United States, like I know people that have done like call service for airlines and different things like that, or hotels, and sometimes they have customers that call in and really abuse them verbally, and it's a
Yeah,
choice.
they are mostly of certain persuasion. Look, we see this behavior anywhere from Walmart, Popeye's Chicken, McDonald's. I mean, with even all the way in Ghana, we just pattern recognition is very important. Because you see, um, you know, um, if for example, if you see a black mamba, would you go close to the black mamba?
Probably not if I know that the black
Exactly. Why
mamba is
not?
dangerous.
Because they are dangerous, right?
Right.
Exactly. Because you know you recognize a pattern. That doesn't mean you have anything against the black mamba. You just know that the black mamba is dangerous and you recognize it. Because if you don't recognize that, the black mamba might spit in your face or strike you, right?
Right. But that's
Exactly.
taken into
Yeah, but
consideration because
yeah, that's
it,
just
it's
that's
it, it's a good it's a good example, but not a good example at the same time because human beings are naturally scared of snakes. So you might even see a garden snake and not want to go next to
now
it
this
because
is
you're
why I said a black mamba.
right. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying that not every snake that looks dangerous is dangerous, but
This
people are
is
going to be
why I
scared of
said
them regardless.
this is why I was specific.
Right. But people, what I'm saying, what if I don't know what a black mamba is or that it's even dangerous? You see what I'm saying?
No,
I
but
might
you
still be
already
scared of
know
it
it.
just because it's a snake. You see what I'm saying? People are scared of snakes just naturally, like spiders and stuff. There's certain things that we're just scared of, whether they're dangerous or not. But my point is that
It's just like a analogy. Just.
I get your point. But my
Yeah.
point is that people that are in the hospitality industry see abuse from all groups, all racial groups. Now, you can make an argument that maybe black folks or FBA or more might be a higher percentage based on their numbers. You can make that argument, but I don't know if
It's
there's
not about
any.
numbers. It's about what. Let's talk about this right here. Particular. I'm not talking overall. I'm talking about these incidents that I have shown here. I've played the videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we are going by.
I
We're
mean,
not going, I'm not, we're not going by like in, everywhere. Just in Jamaica, that's all. What we just saw.
sometimes people react a certain way, and I'm just saying that I've seen it where people react a certain way,
You
like
mean certain people
no,
act a
not
certain
certain,
way.
yeah, certain people, but I'm not breaking it down by black or FBA, nothing like that.
Well,
Like that
okay,
because
so the people in the video, what color are they and where are they from?
no, you see, because you want me to focus on just this incident. I
But
can't just do that.
this is what this is the incident I'm talking about. If I'm talking
But
about overall, that's not what the topic is about, because
but
then you're taking us.
Afrodamus,
Hold on.
uh,
You cannot, I can be talking about, what you're doing here. I'm talking about, um, China, and you want to talk about South Africa. My topic is not about that. I have videos, I've shown it, but if you want to talk about things that I'm not talking about, I don't have the evidence of. I can only speak of the evidence I have in front of me.
But Aphrodamus, you can find the evidence of these things that I'm talking about.
Well, I
But
mean,
you
if the
choose one
I've
second,
I've
brother.
I've
One
looked
second,
through
brother.
the internet. Hold on, hold on. I have spent hours and hours, days, you know, and somehow it just came across. Okay, all right. I'm
Yeah.
just doing my research, you know, about Jamaica and the hurricane. You see, so that's what I was doing, and then I
But
came across this.
I've done my
So,
research on that hurricane. I've been following it too, and I really haven't followed up that side of it at all.
well,
You see
I
what I'm
did.
saying? And so
Well,
my
this is
point,
this is this is why I'm the Afridamus report.
my point is Aphrodamus, right? If you can find videos online with people acting up on airplanes because the airplane is delayed because of a storm or something, right? And people are acting up, and you're like, "Yo, you want the
Well,
plane to take
I
off,
I can
and
do a
you
show
die,
that
and you
are you
die in
sure?
early."
Hold on. People acting up in airplanes. You brought it up. You want me to do research on that too and do the show? Are you sure about this?
Hey, go ahead, man.
Because I guarantee you it would be the usual suspects again.
Bro, we'll do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. All
Because
right. No problem.
I think I can find people of any racial group doing acting up. I think I can do that.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
now
Yeah.
you can say
Until we get to that, what about this one here?
I was looking. You know what I was looking up? I was looking up to see if you could find white folks acting up in Jamaica. I wouldn't be surprised if you can find it.
Well,
I wouldn't be
okay,
surprised.
okay, hold on. Let's focus on this topic here. That's fine. I'm not
On the
saying
topic.
I'm
I'm
pretty
on the
sure
topic.
that happened, but let's just stick with the topic, right? Let's stay on topic.
Oh, one question I want to ask you, by the way. When you
Go
say
ahead.
the blacks,
Yes.
are you including yourself?
No.
Well, you need to find a different term because in America, you are considered black.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a different kind of black. I'm
No, but
like
you're
African.
still considered black.
Yeah, I'm African American.
Yes, if you say the blacks, you got to find a different term because you're in
I
it.
just did. I
Regardless
just
of what you
told you.
think, you're in it.
Hold on. I told you I am African American.
Okay.
Yeah.
But are you one of the blacks still too?
No. I'm not like, you mean like the blacks from the ghetto?
No, I'm not talking. I'm just talking of the blacks. Because when someone sees you on the road, they're not making a differentiation of where you
Hold on.
African American, all that.
Again, there you go. You are deflecting again. So, okay, the Jamaicans there, they are black, right?
Yes.
But how does, I'm black too, if that makes you happy. How does this, change the behavior of certain blacks?
No, it doesn't change the behavior.
Okay, then what's the purpose of bringing that up then?
No, I'm just saying that because you're isolating it to a specific group. You're isolating it to a specific...
hold on. What is your tribe? Do you know your tribe?
No, I don't have a tribe. Like, I have a tribe, but not a tribe like that.
Okay, no, what is your tribe?
Okay, my tribe is I'm a man, I'm a father, I have a job. All those are tribes.
No. Hold on. Over here, what is the tribe that the white man gave you?
I'll be black, African American, Negro.
Okay, so if you look at it, right, the white man gave you that, right? Me?
No, the white. I wouldn't say the white man gave me that.
No, the white man did. The white man gave you that. They called you by your skin color, for example. Me, right? We don't go by skin color. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I don't go by skin color either.
Hold on. But the white man has a box because over here they go by color.
Right.
Yeah.
So who gave the white man the name the white man?
The white man himself.
So we gave the white man that name then.
The white man.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. It's just an adjective. It's just describing a color. Okay, that
But
doesn't really...
hold on. Look, okay, fine. I'm one of the blacks, okay? If that makes you happy.
Good. There you go.
I'm one of the blacks. All right, but how is that changing how these people behaving?
I'm not arguing that their behavior is good. Just like if I call in here, I'm not a supporter of Tariq Nasheed and his rhetoric.
Oh, you're changing the topic.
What I'm saying to you is, if you come and your argument is similar to Tariq's on the opposite end, then you're doing the same thing.
Okay. Now you want to talk about Tariq. Don't make this about Tariq. Tariq didn't put these people up to this.
You mentioned Tariq earlier. I'm just using him as an example.
When? When did I
You
use
talked
him?
about him saying he's the king of the pimps, and then he's pimping these people.
Really?
And
Hold on.
Ola comes on and says he wears big suits.
Hold on, actor. Did you hear Tariq's name out of my mouth today?
I think I heard you say if you didn't mention Tariq, everybody knows, or I knew who you were talking about when you mentioned.
No, did you hear? Did you hear?
I think.
Did you hear me mention? Hold on. Did you hear me mention Tariq even one time?
Let me ask you a question, Afrodamus. Did you mention someone writing books and saying he talked about he was the king of the pimping and all that? So
you were not listening, huh?
Afrodamus, did you mention pimping today in your conversation? Did you mention
No.
pimping and
No.
writing a book about pimping?
No.
So who mentioned that?
Oh, if you were paying attention, you would know. Okay?
Who
are you here?
that?
Hold on. Don't change.
Who mentioned pimping? You gaslighting me or what, man?
Okay.
You mentioned.
Hold on. Let's go to the.
Nigga, I'm the one,
You
nigga.
mentioned Tariq's name. Everybody knows you're talking about Tariq. I'm not a supporter.
I said it. I said it.
If you show,
I said it.
If you said it, okay, good. Afrodamus, I think he mentioned FBA. It doesn't matter either which way. My point is.
Hold on. Are you here for the news that I'm talking about, or you are just here to try to argue about things that the host didn't even mention?
Okay, I'm here for the news. What I don't like is the one-sided news.
How is it one-sided?
Because if you are taking little anecdotal things of just one individual and trying to blow it up to every
you know the meaning of anecdotal? You know the meaning of anecdotal?
Yes, taking small
What's the
samples,
meaning?
Taking small samples.
No.
Your own experience, a small sample, and blowing it up to something bigger than it really is.
So am I? Is this my experience and my own sample, or I'm doing the news?
Yes, it is your experience and your sample, because you're watching something.
No. Hold on. I'm over here in my studio.
Yeah.
I am not in Jamaica. So it cannot, there's no way it's anecdotal. I wasn't there. I'm over here. Okay. So I'm doing the news. So are you going to talk about the topic, or I'm going to move to the next speaker?
Go ahead and move to the next speaker. I am
Thank
talking
you.
about the topic.
All right. Magic M, welcome to the Afrodamus Report.
Thanks for having me. I was on your show before. It never seems to amaze me. I actually was literally thinking about you like last week and trying to pull up the other show I was on, similar to this, but it was a different topic. It was so funny. Let's stick to the topic because it just never fails. My dad is Nigerian. My mom is from Barbados, right? So just let that sink in. I was, raised in Barbados, and I did spend some time in Nigeria, and then we came to America, back to America. So I'm looking at 3 different sides of the spectrum, so that I could be crystal clear. Those people that traveled, in my opinion, they saw a cheap ticket, online, and they figured, let's just get it. These are probably people that are in like low demographic areas, mostly probably, in poverty, stricken areas or demographics in the inner cities, and they don't have that much travel experience, right? So, and then they don't know about hurricane season. You understand what I mean? If you just buy a ticket, you see it's cheap. Oh, they're thinking Jamaica. They don't, in their mind, they're not going to go online and say, let me check for hurricane season. Let me check to see if it's safe to travel to certain areas. It's a cheap ticket. Let's go. Now
Yeah,
the
they did
behavior,
that just like they did with the cruise ships until now.
yeah,
They technically they want to ban them. So yeah, I mean that's a fact. But I'm just the news here because there's like a pattern recognition also because this happens at Popeyes, it happens at other resorts, happens everywhere. It seems like there's certain group wherever they show up, things just go left.
and that is absolutely right. And just speaking on behalf of, I would say, our people, because they are, I don't know their backgrounds or where they're from, but when it becomes a pattern, it's obvious because, these different types of entities, they're shutting things down. They're like, no more rap music. Don't play this type of stuff. We don't want these people. If you do something on our boats, on the planes, or wherever you go to, we're going to drop you off at that port. And you're gonna have to find your way back. They're not even allowing them back on these boats. But what I saw was incomprehensible in these hotels. It was really sad. Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised because it's the
Yeah,
same
but
with the
I'm just
people.
saying, in the middle, they are fighting, acting like they're gonna starve. I mean, some of these people could use, they can fast for even 30 days. They'll be just fine. Nothing's gonna happen to them. They'll be just fine. And to be insensitive, throwing plates at the workers, misbehaving, getting kicked out. I mean, when it happens in the white areas, they would say, "Oh, it's racism." But now we're seeing it in Jamaica. We're seeing it everywhere. This is not only Walmart behavior. This has gone worldwide.
Yeah, and the sad part about it is that, it's like conflicting cultures because you have them coming from America into Jamaica, and the Jamaicans, they have their culture and they're looking, it's like, a war between two worlds. It's like two
No,
separate identities.
but you don't have to have the same culture as people, other people to know to act like a
That
actual
is
human
correct.
being. Actual human
However,
being. Like there's these people are going through stuff, they are serving you. I mean every like you just gotta be a human to know that, like, hey, so, you don't behave that way. That's not
no, but
even a
what I'm
culture
saying to
like.
you is that their mindset is different. They're not thinking that way. The what we saw on film, they're not thinking that. In their mind, they're thinking, oh, these Jamaicans are disrespecting us. They're not giving us food. They're trying to they're being disrespectful. They have a whole different programming, wiring. They're not thinking about, oh, these people are even more affected because they're here and they don't know what happened to their families and they're sacrificing. That's not what they're thinking. They're thinking that they're being disrespected. They came for a holiday to have fun. And where's the food? I got to eat.
Well,
That's all they're thinking.
well, that's what people have been saying, recognizing that, okay. And when people point it out, they deny, because we're saying that's not compatible with a civilized situation. We recognize. So yeah, that's what we're saying. Like,
Nicodemus, they're not civilized. This is
yes,
the whole point. These are the same ones that
right,
what you saw in Jamaica, these are the same type that would do it on the boat. They
right,
do it at Popeye's restaurant when the new chicken comes out. They do
right.
it in the neighborhood. These are those type. There's different types of black people in America, and it's unfortunate because those
Right.
types they fall in the same category.
Right.
So whether they were in Jamaica, in Puerto Rico, they could have went to Africa. They would have turned up.
Right.
Because this is what they do.
Yes, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like obviously, yeah, it's not all black Americans, but not all, but most behave this way. Yeah, most behave this way. And you can see even right here.
Afrodamas, not even most. You can't even make that statement. That makes
Okay,
no
not all,
sense.
not all,
But
but
by the way,
most. Hold on, don't cut
by
in.
not even
Don't
most.
uh, hold on, hold on,
Let
hold
me say
on,
one
hold
thing.
on.
I want.
Hold
Okay, go ahead.
on, hold on. You can't just keep cutting in. Magic is
All
speaking.
right.
Magic, are you done?
Not the only thing I want to say is I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this show. I love your shows. We
Thank
get
you.
the realist type of people that is, very unique in a sense of their way they think and their brain patterns. But I'm just gonna sit back and laugh. I actually have some popcorn, so I'll fall back.
All right, enjoy. Thank you. Philip, welcome to the Afridamus Report.
What's up, brother Alphadamus? Good to talk to you again.
Good to talk to you. So, Philip, you see, I know you're about blackness, pro-black, blacks all over the world, but to see that people in Jamaica, who you would consider one of our people, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, and what do you make of the behavior you are seeing of some of the bonquishas and kikis and what a Melanos doing over there?
Brother Alphadamus, I think that there are a couple of things going on at the same time. And I put some of it in the chat. One thing is that the points that Magic M just brought up are really relevant, which is that many of the people, and I tried to go back in your video and scan the videos that you shared with the audience, and it looks like many of these people that got over there, they're not people who traditionally travel. They saw a deal, they didn't know it was hurricane season, and they got caught up. And what came out was they really weren't prepared for this type of situation on a lot.
Yeah, but they do the same thing at Walmart too.
Absolutely. And that's
they do it at Golden Corral. They they do it at Popeyes. They do it at the Waffle House. What's the favorite? Yeah. Where else?
Sure.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and we all see it. And on some level, we are all kind of embarrassed that this is the image that's put forward globally. Nobody wants their people to project the kind of lack of humility that we saw, right?
But Philip,
yeah.
now you understand the point I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you see, this is the face. This is slowly, if you're looking at it, most people think they just come in here to argue with me over silly things. It's catching on more and more. This is becoming the face of Black America. That's what people that are coming here arguing with me, they are not getting. I don't think people are understanding. More and more people are seeing this, and this is becoming the face of what Black Americans are like.
And let me just say this, okay? I think that you have a point, but I also would like to say that many Black Americans were not prepared for Katrina, and this is where I'm coming to it from. My family's from Louisiana, and they all went through Katrina, and Black America was not, there had never been a storm, well, I shouldn't say that. There had not been a storm like that in New Orleans in 30 some years. And so what you saw, if you've watched any of the documentaries about that, is that not everybody is prepared to handle these.
But these people were in a safe place. You saw the videos. Even the people who weren't there, they're making videos insulting Jamaicans, right?
Well,
so I'm just saying, for example,
because
most people like to say, "Oh, Afridamus, you're just saying things that don't happen," but people are seeing it. Like, I get what you're saying, but people do not care about all that. What people are seeing is why, because these people are insensitive, entitled, rude, obnoxious, And wherever, this is not the only time. This is the pattern. All I do is pattern recognition and describe it like that. People might try to argue, but I'm telling you, right? Because white people recognize these too. I mean, you're like, oh yeah, they are racist, and then other black people agreed with it from Africa, Jamaica. They're like, okay, they're picking on the blacks. But now that with the internet and people moving about, people are seeing that no, the whites were not being racist. They are recognizing a pattern, and this pattern is being displayed to other black people, and black people are beginning to go look on the internet. More and more people, they are like, okay, these people are really messed up people, like that's what's becoming the face. How many people you hear in here that are saying, they are staying far away from blacks completely? How many? And they themselves are black. They're not saying it because of, they are talking about the behavior.
Well, let's cut to the core of this, okay? Which is, I don't know who these people are.
I know you don't.
But they are a small subsection of 40 million Black Americans that are in this country, 20 million families. And I kind of want to get to the core of the problem and talk about some solutions and the economics of this whole thing. Because part of it, and I put this in the chat, is that the Jamaicans as a general population are underinsured. They have just passed legislation to require some businesses to be insured, but I read a statistic that 95% of even the businesses in Jamaica that are insured are what they call underinsured. So in this situation, their jaws are tight because they are going to have to come up with the rebuild out of pocket, as you had the one.
Yeah, but the Jamaicans are not looking to Black America for that. We're talking about these people's behavior. How because clearly these people being the way they are, you think this, this group, now blacks would be the last group Jamaicans would even look to.
No, but
in the sense of this,
I'm getting to a point that you're trying to talk about.
Yeah, I'm telling you, more and more people, including Africans, are beginning to spread the word to stay away from the blacks. I'm telling you.
And I don't think that necessarily that is the correct lesson.
I'm just bringing the report. That's all.
Hold on. Let me just set the context, and then we can have the dialogue. What I was trying to say was, look, these Jamaicans are tight. And let me also say, I have some personal connection to this. Some of my cousins that are half Jamaican, that their father was Jamaican. And so, they were working on their citizenship and buying a house over there, etc. That the Jamaicans are tight because they got to come up out of pocket to recover from a Category 5 storm. So their nerves are frayed. At the same time, you have what I would guess to be probably working class blacks who don't travel very much and did not probably anticipate this type of storm because it's storm season. They just saw a cheap airfare and hotel booking like Magic M put forward, and they got caught up. And so when you mix those two things together, you get what we saw on the internet. My thing is, this is not a full representation of Black America. Unfortunately, and this is the larger issue, Black America does not control its image and what media about it is put forward. So, you know, I put forward the number. There are 20 million Black American families. These people that are over in Jamaica are not a fair sample of who we are, but we don't get to put our own news up there. It's controlled by others. And
Yeah,
because
but
of
this
that,
this news, see, because now we
okay,
have everybody's like a journalist, right? These people are recording themselves. I've played the videos here.
True.
Okay. These people are recording themselves. You know, they're saying the things they are saying, just like, you know, even people who, if they once see blacks a certain way, Black Americans a certain way, and they watch this, imagine your country is going through disaster. Another group of people recording themselves, no empathy, saying all the disparaging things, talking crazy. I mean, like, people, you can't control how people see things. And this is not like a one-off. People, this is a pattern. Whether hurricane or not, they were not the only people there. The white people that the blacks claim to be evil and terrible, they were there. They were not, they didn't behave that way. They were not yelling at people. They were not getting kicked out. They weren't throwing plates at people. They weren't being rude, obnoxious. I mean, like, I mean, that's just an excuse. And you know, they are on the internet, they keep making different excuses, just like Archer came doing here. Like, for me, I'm just here presenting the news. I'm not the one for people to convince. No, 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 no. I already know what I know. That's why I'm in the business of giving the news, so that the conversation can be had. But trust me, it's not about me. It's not about convincing me. It's not about me. I'm just talking about what is out there. There are more and more people. I mean, go, if you yourself go on the internet.
I believe
do
what
your
you're saying.
research. Go on there.
I
and
believe what
see.
you're saying.
And see for yourself.
Let's get to the solutions, because at the end of the day, I came up here to talk about some solutions.
Well, I'm not here. I'm not here to give the solution to these people. These people are going to be. Well, if these people, you know, obviously I'm not of the same culture as them. We, you know, like people I know where they wouldn't behave this way. They wouldn't act like this. This is a pattern. We've been seeing this behavior. Like, people like us used to tell people how the behavior is, but now with the internet, the blacks themselves are recording, making my job easy and showing it to the world. The white men try to help the blacks by presenting the blacks as cool, but the world is seeing that that's not the case. I'm trying to tell you.
They didn't present that.
Yes, they did. Why do you think Africans were admiring blacks? It's because of the way. No, I'm just telling you the fact.
They present it because they make money off of it.
Oh, well, I don't know what the reason is, but I'm just telling you the presentation. You guys were presented as cool and, you know, like cool, great, whatever. But now that you yourself are recording yourselves, the message being, you know, like, blacks are tarnishing their own image. The white built your image to the world, making you seem cool. But when you yourself record yourself, people see it different.
Well, this is
the
why
truth comes out. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. It's not about.
I get what you're saying, and I wanted to get to the solution of it, which is, if Jamaicans don't want to deal with this class level of people, just like Carnival Cruises, they got to raise the price of admission. And then they won't be able to afford to go. You were talking about the Mzungu tourists in Jamaica. And I'm going to just take a stab in the dark that many of those people were not staying at the same resorts that
No, there
these
was some
people,
right there with you know, in that very resort. We saw them in the video when they were kicking those blacks out. We saw them. They're there.
yeah, they were not the upscale travelers that many of.
Well, I mean, whether that's the case or not, but they were
Well, but
there.
that makes a difference in terms of behavior and how you conduct yourself online or anywhere else. If you don't know, look, Americans have tiers, right? We have classes, just like we claim that we don't, but we really do. The Walmart shopper is not the Target shopper. The Target shopper is not the Nordstrom shopper, nor do they meet each other. The person that's going to Walmart for clothing is not going to Nordstrom's. And this is also true of travel. That, for example, when my relatives go to Jamaica and so on, they're going in villas. They're not going to hotels. And many of these white travelers that were there, they're staying at villas. Now, that person is not the same type of person who will go on the internet and throw plates.
Philip,
yes, sir.
All I'm saying is, right?
Yeah.
We saw what is going on. We recognize the pattern. You know, the hurricane is not the excuse. I've done a show here before where a Jamaican resort owner said she no longer wants no black customers because of the behavior. She says she does not want them.
I saw it.
Okay. And I'm telling you, more and more people are seeing things. This is echoing. You know, before the people try to racialize it.
Yeah.
Now it's other black people also seeing what other people saw to make them not want to deal with blacks, and they are saying this. That's the point I'm making here.
Yeah, and I understand your point. I don't want to dominate
that's the
your
point.
panel, but this is a point that I wanted to make, which is this is a very solvable problem. One, raise the prices. You don't want to see these people, raise the prices. Two, there is no direct shipping lane, and I looked it up, from Africa to Jamaica for the rebuild. And all of these people, including the government there's going to be no FEMA to do the rebuild. And I specifically looked at Gambia. Gambia has the manufacturing for construction materials, particularly metalworks, that could be dramatically helpful to the rebuild in Jamaica. But it has to go through Europe or North America to be able to get there, which will drive up the price. This is the solution. The solution is, hey, how can we put our money together, which is always what I talk about, Afrodamas. How can we come up with solutions to put our money together to do better? And the number one way to improve the image here is to raise the prices so that the Walmart shopper can't come over there and clown even during storm season. And I'll land right there.
Philip, let me just tell you the truth. The FBA that are sitting down now saying this open the door for the Caribbeans or Africans to come to United States, right? They're able not to do nothing. You know who we help? It still have to be government, Chinese, and other ones maybe that will donate or give loans for some of these things. What we're talking about is this: if the white man show us how cool the black is, right, by giving us a fake video to be watching, we will not have seen the blacks. What we say the blacks right now, the way their neck is short, and tell us they roll in different ways, that they are different people. They like flushy toilets and one bath. You understand me? Even the white man that ever create the one bath, they ever say, I always want one bath every time. But now we're not saying they came to Ghana and say, do you people don't have special cookies? We eating lollipop and all kind of cream cake and all kind of things, So even the white man that create all this food, right? All this so-called food. The white man will go to Africa, they will feel at home. If you put them anywhere, they will stay there. You know why, Philip? Because the white man have built skyscrapers, they own luxury. The Negro don't own luxury in America. You understand me?
Brother Cadola, you always have good stories.
No. So what I'm trying to say is this: don't sell us, right, what you do not have.
They're building those skyscrapers with your resources.
Hold on.
They're building those skyscrapers with your resources, with your natural resources.
Let me respond to
They're
Cadola.
building those skyscrapers with your natural resources.
Let me respond to Cadola.
And they're stealing them.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Let me
One at a
finish.
time.
Let me finish, guys.
Yeah, Cadola,
Look,
let me
I'm not.
respond.
Look. Coffee. No problem. I think the fufu have already stretched your mind up for a very long time. You've been in Ghana for a long time. Your mouth have see, if the blacks change their diet and their taste, I think they'll be all right. You understand me? They'll be all right. Coffee, no problem. The fufu, wherever you eat over there, that beans and rice mixture have changed your mind. You know, thank God
for that, Cadola. You know
human
that.
being.
But let me respond to you directly. I have a friend right now. He's a structural engineer. He's been going to Ghana for the last 3 years, working on your water system and working on your. And this is a Black American guy. He's also building a gated community townhouses in Ghana and in Accra. And these guys don't get on social media and say, "Hey, look at this cool thing I'm doing." What you have is some of these people that go get on the YouTube and the internet and are e-begging and all this other stuff. They get most of the attention. But I'm here to tell you, I have another friend right now. She's a Black American attorney. She's in South Africa, and she bought a home there. She's building a business there. She also has opened up a school there. There are Black Americans doing tremendous things on the continent. But the thing is, these people aren't going on the internet to be praised. And so what I'm trying to say to Brother Alfredamus, who, we've had some great conversations, Alfredamus, and Brother Cadola, I love your stories, and we always have a good laugh. But the reality of it is that there are people that are doing some of these embarrassing things, and then there are people that are doing tremendous things. And so when you look at this stuff, to try as best you can, if you don't see it, to seek out the people that are doing the higher level, more economically beneficial stuff, because I promise you they are there. That, like I said,
let's allow American African.
Yeah, I'm going to step down. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for coming, Phillips. All right, go ahead, Kofi.
Look, man, I'm not going to apologize for the way our locals behave in other countries, because our locals, they come from a standard of living. Now we understand why you guys don't want to go back to your countries, because the food insecurities there are really high. And now we understand, we had to be in your shoes to understand why it isn't cool to take vacations in a third world country, because these things happen.
So there's
not enough food reserves.
Wait.
There's not enough food reserves.
Hold on.
Natural disaster happens. There's not enough food reserves.
Hold on. So,
and you're all gonna die. So I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what you came to say?
The locals took the food. They stole the food out the hotels to feed their families, and the Black Americans had to pay their hard-earned money, and they had to fight for their food. That's what happened.
Where did this happen?
I'm assuming that's what happened, right? Because the locals got to feed their families.
I played the video. These people are fighting to go eat food. So what are you talking about? Nobody's starving. They are the ones behaving like they're starving, throwing plates. They're getting kicked out, and they're complaining because they gave them sacks of apple bread.
Yes,
because
there's the real food is given to the local families.
It's during a hurricane. Those people did not leave the hotel.
Well, we know how third world people act. I'm sorry. We know how they act. They stole the hotel food.
Hold on, Kofi. Kofi.
You already know.
Hold on, Kofi. First of all, that's not accurate. You have to take accountability for those people's wildhood rat hyena behavior. They do this everywhere they go. They do it at Walmart. They do it at Popeyes. Every establishment, you guys get kicked out for a reason.
What happened to the men? What
You
happened to
get
the men of
kicked
that
out.
country? Why couldn't
Hold
they
on.
provide the food? Why
They
couldn't they provide
gave
food? Are
them
they men?
food.
Are
Hold
they
on.
men?
Hold on.
Can we
Hold on.
really call them men
Hold
if
on.
they
Hold
can't
on.
give
Hold
them
on.
food?
Hold on. Are you even listening to the topic? Have you even watched the videos?
I'm just siding with my people.
Hold on. Okay.
That's it.
Well, if you're gonna side with talk about what's happening, you can't just make up something and make a silly argument. That's not what happened here.
Look, they may come from.
Look. Okay, you did not watch it, so therefore you don't know what the topic is. You are just in your feelings. You think what you are saying makes sense. It doesn't make sense here. It makes
Look,
zero sense whatsoever. The
the poor
behavior,
blacks
hold on.
took their
The
money,
behavior,
hard-earned
look.
money, and brought it to
Okay,
a
to where?
high food insecurity place, and they got robbed.
So there was food insecurity.
Food insecurity during a
Okay,
hurricane, in which people should have
okay.
known
Hold on,
way before they traveled there.
Hold on,
They got stolen from.
Hold on, Kofi. You are not with the topic. I'm gonna drop you because you don't even know what we are talking about. So you're just
They
in
were
your
throwing
feelings.
dishes, right? They're fighting over food, right?
Yeah. And, since you don't know what the topic is, I would excuse you from the panel. You don't know because you're throwing us off.
They want
You
to
don't know
trap
what the
us.
topic
They
is.
want Black Americans to be trapped in third world countries,
No,
so we can feel what you guys are feeling. But we built the country for 400 years, and we will never feel that. Get over it. Get over it. We will never feel what you feel.
Hold on, one mic.
Coffee, no problem. You can stay, bro. You see, you have never eaten what called fresh food before. You know, you have been eating what the white man be giving. So I'm not surprised.
So hold on. So do you guys see clearly, like, here's a guy, right? He probably missed out what this shows. Everything that people were saying, he came and proved it. He acted just like those people. He's saying he's defending them. There is no accountability, even though he doesn't know what the topic is. He's not bothering to look at it. He's like, yeah, I'm just defending my people. But everything, hold on, everything that was being said, he came and proved it right. Are you guys seeing this?
What did Coffee do in Ghana?
Yeah, he's over here. He thinks he's just saying anything, but he doesn't even know what the topic is about. Okay, let's bring in Vanta. Vanta, welcome to the Afridamus Report.
Hello, Afridamus. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you for having me on, sir. And regarding the topic of the stream, the FBA behavior, tourism behavior.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this for the last probably 20 years because I grew up in Dubai, as you know.
Oh yeah,
and,
okay.
And in the last, probably I'll say the last 15 years, they have been coming into Dubai tourism, and I've noticed Afridamus, their way of tourism, like, when you go to a country, you want to learn, the culture, the food, the atmosphere, whereas the Black American goes there only for partying or acting the fool. And that's not me, trying to be torn crazy. That's like what you said, pattern recognition.
Right.
You notice a pattern. It's a party life mindset for these FBAs when they go for a holiday. And I'm not surprised by this whole Jamaica situation. There's a disaster going on, and I can't believe they're out there, instead of showing support and empathy for the Jamaicans, they're just acting the fool, saying, where's my 5-star treatment? Where's my service? And I think that's a bad look on FBAs. And regarding the other fellow who was earlier, Philippe, that's his name?
Philip.
Philip. He was saying something about solution. Afridamus, there is no solution for these people. How can you have a solution when they can't even recognize their own problems? First, they need to recognize their problems to figure out a solution.
Yeah, I mean,
but they can't even figure it out. They don't even know what they're doing.
It's like for you to be healed from your disease, you have to acknowledge that you're sick, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're like, no. They're like, hey, you're bleeding. You're like, hey, bro, I see a lot of blood. No, shut up, I'm not bleeding. Yep. It's like, no, I'm seeing blood, but because of pride, you know, it's like, no, I'm not bleeding. No, you are bleeding. I can see it. But how many did you see come here? Even in those videos, excuses upon excuses. It's other people's fault. It's the Jamaicans. They are raggedy. They are raggedy hurricane. It's their fault. You
They're
know.
poor, you know,
They poor. You know, all kind of stuff.
Carriers. Yeah, they have crazy names for us.
But what's that have to do with?
Islanders.
Yeah, like even like what's that have to do with a person, human being behaving, you know, with decorum, you know, manners, you know, culture. There were white people there. You saw this, right? All from the same country. Did you in the videos? Did you see the white people acting like that?
No, sir. Nope. No. Even you know, in Somalia and Somaliland, there are white people that, which I'm like, why is this white man going to someone? He's like, yeah, I just feel like going there. They go on a backpack trip, and then when they get there, they behave. They start, you know, being more friendly. They try to learn the language. You know, they try out the food. They talk to the people. There is no chaos. Just trying to blend in. Whereas these African Americans, wherever they go, is like, you have to follow my way. I'm not going to follow your way. Follow my way. And what's the old saying, Afrodamus? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. You follow the system of the land, but they don't respect it. And that's why.
But you see, defending. But you see, in the world stage, when people recognize a pattern of where a group of people, no accountability, I mean, like the guy said, he has to defend this, right? But he goes to Ghana. Ghanaians that are watching this, who have two mind about, you know, this type of culture, listening to this guy, they're not gonna say anything, but they're gonna apply that treatment to them to know, like, okay, these people are this way. Okay, they defend this type of behavior, so this is a part of them. You know, like just like with the white people, everybody, it's like there's that quiet, silent way of, okay, you want to, this is how you guys are, we'll just treat you like that. It's like a silent, you know, understanding amongst other people that, hey, this is how these people are. Don't let them in your hotel. Don't let them in your restaurants. When they show up, say it's full. People can do that if they see that, you know, because some come there, like, not all of us are like this way, but then they defend the ones that are that way. And nobody they defend that. It's like saying I'm not a murderer, but you never see a murder that you never defend. You know, how does that make sense?
And it's like everybody has to have some kind of like responsibility for their own people. Like shame the you know, the problem makers. Like I would not like to see Somalis act the fool overseas. I'll find shame. I'm like, oh, that, like, I'm not going to defend it. But I see
I'm not going to somebody from. I wouldn't defend that. There's no way. It don't matter.
And if you find the symptom, if you find the symptom, it always goes back to the white man for some reason. White man. Yeah, the white man. I'm glad the internet has unveiled the whole lies of Black America. Now Africans, like you said earlier, we used to believe their lies. Oh, the white man treated you badly. Oh, that's why, because they colonized Africa, they stole our resources. Now the Africans are saying, you know what? No. We need to re-examine history. You African Americans, you have your own problems. We are not the same. We don't share the same grievances. And you might have a white man problem. We have our own problems in Africa. Let's separate. It's time. It's time to, like, literally say enough is enough. FBAs, go fix your own problems. Simple as that. Just fix it.
Thank you. Let me read this super chat. Let's see. FBA Young Lion. Oh, you picking on Vante. He said, this guy is Somalian talking about solutions. Yes, of course. Thank you for the super chat. Crazy.
Quickly, our solution, we separated. You have Somalia and Somaliland. My people were getting almost ethnically cleansed in the 80s. And we said, enough, we're going to separate. 1991, Somaliland was established. And that was our solution to start fresh. And we handle our own business. Somalia handles its own business. Simple as that. So come on.
Exactly. All right, guys, let's we had the round. Let's do our closing statements. Magic M, you want to start with your closing statement if you're still here?
Of course I'm still here. I'm enjoying everything behind the scenes.
Enjoying your popcorn, huh?
Yes, I kid you not. It's probably telepathy works because I was literally thinking about you last week, and I
Yeah.
was cracking up at home about the last video I was on. It was out of this world, but it never seems to fail. But what I'm gonna do is just make a positive comment on this ignorance. Um, in order to avoid these things, these people should take this as a learning lesson. And they should listen to what we're saying now is that before you travel anywhere, it doesn't even have to be the Caribbean, it doesn't have to be the motherland. Please do your research. Do your research when it's the time of the year to travel, whether it's rainy season, whether it's dry season, whether it's hurricane season, different places that are safe, even for women to travel. If you're traveling alone, you have to maintain and do your due diligence before you go anywhere and step on a plane. You can't blame the people in a country for a disaster that happened, that continues to happen. And this is yearly between a certain time and a certain time. So hopefully, they'll go back home, they'll look at the videos and see what happened, and they'll get educated enough. I don't know. I don't know who they speak with. I don't know who they're around. Maybe they could watch your video and watch this and then be able to pick up and say, you know what, before I book a plane ticket, even though it's cheap, I'm going to do the research first. And even booking with the airlines, like I will never travel Spirit Airlines. They said that's the ghettoest plane on the planet. You have to really look into things before you make moves for your safety and just to maintain integrity. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very
Afrodamus,
much.
Miss Magic. You see how Jollof Rice speak, Afrodamus? You see the Jollof Rice, the way they speak? You see the hating how they say, oh, fake badges. These people there, yeah. That is Jollof Rice for you, man. Speak.
All right. Hold on. At your closing statement.
Yeah. So let me go back a little bit to something here. I was trying to find
You know his closing statement, right?
oh, all right. Yeah, well, the thing is, the first thing I want to say is, look, if someone identifies a problem, right, and then says, when you said to Philip, there's no solution, or whoever said there's no solution, I think you said it, right? To me, all I hear is the final solution. You see what I'm saying?
Whoa. Oh, woohoo.
That's all I
Scary
hear.
stuff.
Because if you say you cannot fix something, or someone cannot be fixed, that means you're saying you've got to eliminate this person. That's how I hear it.
I said there's no solution because it is up to the people to
Adamus
find.
also said it
It is
talking
up
to
to them to
Philip.
find out what's the problem, diagnose, and then find it. Simple as that. There is no final solution.
Adamus also said that to Philip. Right? Now, I realize when he's talking to Philip, as he's talking to Philip, I'm like, he doesn't care about a solution.
So you don't think the show is a solution?
Adamus,
you think someone, me doing the research, bringing the conversation, showing what everybody is saying and seeing, someone with common sense would be like, whoa, would recognize that this is how people see my behavior and change it. So you don't think that's solution enough? You want me to go and read a book to this wildhood hyenas? Is that what you want me to do? Did you not see what they were doing to the Jamaicans, throwing plates at them?
Look,
the show is a perfect solution. I'm bringing you all the different clips. I'm telling you what is being said, the behavior, how people see it. If that's not solution enough, I don't know what else you want me to do.
Okay, Adamus, then you should have said, The solution is this show. That would have been a better answer, to be honest with you.
Well, you are
It
here,
would have
right?
it would have been a far
But so you
better
didn't see, so you didn't
answer.
see, you don't see it as a solution. You want me to tell you?
No,
So
Afrodite,
you
I
lack,
didn't.
so you're saying you lack self-awareness. Someone who has self-awareness would see it. All you got to do is show the person, and they will be like, whoa, and see. That's all you need. You see it, and that's it.
This was the thing, Afrodamus, right? You could have said that. Now, I don't need
Could
you to
have,
say that
I
for
mean, I
me to
could have
get it
been the emperor of
because
China as
honestly,
well.
if I'm gonna be honest with you, Afrodamus, you can say your show is a solution. Your show
Yes.
is not a solution.
For you?
Your show, yes, your show is
What is my show?
entertaining. Your show
Huh?
is entertaining because it triggers people. You see what I'm saying? But in reality, your show, right? Your show and Tariq's show is the same show. Tariq sits over there and calls about African this and that and put all kinds of weird thumbnails on there and stuff and make African people look weird, right? But he doesn't care about no solution.
So
He doesn't
is that
care
what
about
I
none of
do?
that.
Is that what I
You're
do?
doing the same thing. Yes, it's the same
Really?
thing. It's the same show. Just that you are pointing out FBA problems because now he's coming at you, you're going at him. That's it.
Nah. That's
And
that's
there's no
that's that,
meeting in the
that
middle.
you're in your thoughts.
Now, just one other thing, if you don't mind, right? But your show is entertaining. I like listening, I like coming on talking, right? And you're brave for letting people up of different opinions. A lot of people, they don't do that. But anyway, anecdotal, right? Is based on or consistent of reports, observations, usually of usually unscientific observers, right? And that's what I was talking about earlier.
All right. Well, thank
You
you.
can't use one
Thank you. It's closing.
individual and say, you know what I mean, and
Thank you.
extrapolate to everybody. Even if you look at poverty statistics in America, even if you look at Black Americans, 20% of Black Americans live in poverty.
Let me do my close up.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank
All
you.
right, do your thing, man. All right.
Thank you.
Let me live with myself. So you see, nice show, nice news, nice everything. The only way to solve this problem for Diamonds is when what is the name that you left? Don't be surprised that guy might even be wearing high heels, with some kind of skirt, play down low somewhere, hold a little pause until the blacks change the taste of their food and come back to who they are really. Okay, I can talk about them, man, no problem. But so has to look at them like, whoa, that Chiduka look like Bibola somewhere. Oh, that Chiduka look like Andre, But we have to say, okay, what are we going to do? We can't do them anything. After that, if you can have, maybe one day I will have a cookout, right? You invite them, huh? It's okay.
Right.
Hey, you Negroes, come around, come and eat the real food, so that you can change your style of talking, your behavior, and everything. Maybe we might bless them with that, No bad feelings, right? I like your show, Afro Dabos. You come up with the right show. You are like a professor, storyteller, and everything. Hey, you Black Americans, no bad feeling, bro. One love, I'm just here to say my point.
Thank you, Ola.
Yeah, Afro Damos. Right now, I'm going to eat my apple pie and somewhere else and have a great day, Afro Damos.
All right, enjoy, Ola.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Kofi.
Throwing plates at anyone in a third world country, especially other Black people, is just crazy. And I hope my people are still alive. That's it. Sorry for the behavior. Sorry for the behavior.
Thank you. All right, go ahead, Vanta.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, Afrodamus. God damn, Ola is your best panelist, man. He made me laugh too much in the back. He's a funny guy. But overall, like, I don't know why Acha was saying, this entertaining or, this whole final solution talk. Listen, I appreciate your channel because you're raising awareness and focus on a lot of issues going on that a lot of people ignore. Like at least now as Africans and also FBAs or blacks, now we can have this honest conversation about what's been happening for the last 30 years, probably. Like since you know, media, social media, whatever blew up. Now we can have the honest conversation and speak on real things and just say, you know what, like, Black America needs to find their own problem and find out their own solution and not poison our own, don't poison other African communities with their own poison. Like, we already have our problems, Africans. We have our own problems. We don't need their problems on us. So whatever they're doing, don't say, oh yeah, you Africans, you know, Africa's been colonized by white, you need to hate white people. We have bigger issues than white men. Way bigger issues than white men. If you have issues, go deal with white man yourself. But at least if you're gonna go be a tourist outside of America, at least have decorum, be civil, and have some self-respect, like realistically. And with that, Afrodamus, that's my last thought, and salute to you.
Thank you for coming. All right. Okay, go ahead, St. James.
Afrodamus, thanks for having me there. You're Joseph.
Oh man, you came late.
No, I wasn't there. I didn't even know my phone was in charge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, quite a good show, and I really like the topic that you brought up. If you remember yesterday, there was a guy that was talking on behalf of Black American, and he said he's from Jamaica.
Right.
Do you see what happened to today? A no-show, right?
Right.
So a no-show when it comes to.
but did you see a guy there who calls himself Kofi by you know, he's supposed to be Ghanaian? Why is he triggered? They want to call us third world, but they want to go to the third world. What's going on?
You should have asked him what he's doing in Ghana. So that's what is important to us.
No, I mean,
you know?
No need.
Right. So you see the no-show when it comes to that situation. Everybody's trying to mingle in Africans' problems. You know, no one wants to fix their own problem. Everybody wants to jump on Africa and Africans, you know, like we are the center of the universe, right? So I might as well just say, you know, Black America, you have to stop tethering yourself to Africans, you know, like we want you to get better, do better, you know, you like the first world country, stay in here, thrive, and let Africans fix their problems. You know, what you show in Jamaica and the video, I mean, it's embarrassing. Like I said, no compassion whatsoever. No compassion. That's what Africans felt here. Whenever Africans try to have a conversation, all the time, slavery, Jim Crow, whoop-de-whoop, it's like, okay, we get it. But you see the lack of compassion when it comes to the Caribbeans. You know, you should hold on to your own issues and feel like, okay, what's the bigger picture here? These people are going through something, you know, regardless of how you were treated there. Show some compassion. But no. You saw that lady, that female with the teeth that need to be fixed, right? You can't even show yourself on internet like that. You know, you gotta go to Colombia and fix your teeth or whatever and come back. But you know, you gotta come on the internet and present yourself like, you know, you don't have no compassion, and you expect Africans, right, to sit down and listen to your issues. And that's what we said. We are tired of listening to your issues. If you lack the compassions, fix your own issue. Let Africans fix theirs. And I'm under the impression we can't have that even happen. Philip is a good guy. We're done with the solution. We don't need the solution. If you want the solution, come up with the solution and fix the problem. But Africans are tired, and the Caribbean should do the same. You're talking about the Caribbean, right? Imagine what Africans are going through. Many African countries are going through a lot, but the lack of compassion still exists here in the Western world. Why? The zadis of the Africans.
Yeah, you could be talking about, you know, people getting, you know, killed somewhere in Sudan, and one of them would come and start talking about slavery.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why we always refer to the same thing. the lack of compassion moved us away from one another. And I believe it's the best solution to fix our problems. Like Phil said, my solution, let's separate, everybody fix their own shit, and we don't have to jump in other people's shit and pretend to be the problem solvers. I believe that would be the best approach from everybody. What I saw today, I'm not surprised. That's what happens here in America. People don't give a damn. They pretend to give a damn, but they don't give a damn. You know, and I hope the Jamaicans wake up when they fix their country. I hope they increase the visa fees. I hope they increase the rental property prices. I hope they increase everything, because we have to do just like the American capitalism, money, you know, no compassion at all. I need my fucking money. And then if you don't have the money, stay the fuck back in America. That's it. Africans need to do the same fucking shit too. Increase the fucking price, increase the visa fee, no free shit, and then everybody will respect you. Trust me. There's a lot of free shit going on in Africa. That's why people don't respect nobody. Right. Increase the shit. Increase the shit. Travel to Africa, $5,000. Hotel, $1,000, just like America. See what happens. See how the capitalists is going to react to it. I appreciate it, Alfredamus. Have a good day.
Thank you, St. James. All right, we'll see you. That was St. James. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the show. I get it. Sometimes people get into their feelings. They get mad at me, Alfredamus, that's bringing you the news and the detail. But you see, what I do is pattern recognition. You know, I'm not just sitting here talking to you without facts. And I open the line for everyone to come in and talk. You know, you give your viewpoint. You don't have to be upset at me. I didn't make the news. I just bring the news to you and give it to you. And you know, the sad thing is, some of you, every time I bring the real news, what do? What do you end up doing? You start coming here tap dancing like this.
I can do some shuffling too. Look out, man, what you gonna do? Look out, boys, it's coming through. Yeah, man, yeah, man. Boy, he got educated feet.
Exactly. You guys come here, you know, acting, you know, coming up with your educated feet. Okay, but let us pray for Jamaica, and I hope all goes well for them. And next time, you know, I hope you guys see this video. The people that misbehave, this is how the world is seeing it. You know, this hood rat behavior, this anger, devilish behavior is not accepted. People are tired of it. It's not only the white people, by the way. You can't racialize this, because you say it's the white, but then you go to Jamaica, they are going through disaster, and all you can do is complain, calling them names, you know, and that behavior is uncalled for. So you need to change your ways. If not, in Jamaica, you're going to get banned. That's what's happening. You know, other people are going to boycott you. Then you'll be stuck just under the white man. And I'm sure some of you don't want that. So I'm Alfredamus. Please like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. You know, let a friend of a friend of a friend know about the best show on this side of heaven that brings you unfiltered truth, unfiltered analysis, and great panelists. Shout out to all the panelists that came through. St. James, Philip, Kwame, Kidola, every single one of them. Shout out to all of you. That's right. Now that brings us to the end of the show. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Lend thy ears to the Afridamus. Pay attention to the Afridamus. The true Soninke warrior. Naturalist his intelligence. as a true professor. Solution to brainwash diseases. Sit back, relax, and hear the wisdom. Afridamus will heal your minds. Sit back, reflect, you'll find no objection. Afridamus will clear your doubts here. Always log on to the Afridamus. Lend thy ears to the Afridamus. Is the truth and no doubt. The Saninke warrior.